trade outs. But this is a very important game for
investment
Raffle
tag
to get that
is
4-0 sweep
being
or 3-0
considered.
sweep.
All right.
Jelly, thanks for the raid, and let me send you all over to Bean.
Appreciate it.
Hmm.
See ya.
Later, guys.
So,
All right, so we got this
15
Black Stake Erratic
clubs,
game as our
5
first for all the matches this week. A lot of 2s in the deck. We've got an extra queen, an extra 10. Not a super spicy erratic deck, I'd say.
Pretty
but,
tame.
yeah.
And
yeah.
the game kind of decides what you go for anyways, with this sock in the buffoon pack going to be
Yup.
likely playing towards those 5 queens.
Yeah, especially with lower kings and queens. We have slightly lower than average face cards here, but more queens, so makes sense to go for it.
And an investment tag. I mean, this is a pretty strong start to a Black Stake game.
For sure.
Will Bear take the skip, though? It's also pillar value. You gotta take it.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. Yeah, it makes the pillar a little bit easier. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to not take it. And I think Bear is going to. I think Bear sometimes considers decisions maybe
Right.
just
I gotta
or
not
something.
get tricked by that when he like hovers selling a blueprint or something when he's really just thinking.
Right. Yeah. Explaining how it's good or whatever, and how obviously not gonna sell it or whatever. Yeah, both players I think in the exact same spot right now. Yeah, same amount of money going to this blind in the same exact spot, both taking the skip, both taking the sock. Looks like
Pretty straightforward. I
Bear's
wonder.
got a flush here.
I think that flush should clear with the extra chips from sock, though I might be wrong. I wonder if Doc will play.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does
Oh.
too.
He also didn't play for the one-hand win.
Yeah, I think I guess with the Erratic deck it is a lot more doable.
This is quite the
Oh
start to
my
the set.
gosh. Yeah,
We've
it
got
sure is.
Idle,
Holy
Sock
crap.
on Erratic, Stickerless. I mean, an Eternal Sticker wouldn't even matter. These are 2 very much endgame jokers.
Yeah.
There's also Overstock here. You've got 2 Arcana packs that you're definitely going to want to open. A lot to do here.
Shaping up to a very strong game. It's not super likely, but if a hack comes up right away, we could like play into those 2s as well. We just have more of them. I mean, base cards are generally better, so, and if we can start making any queens before that, I'm sure we'll go with the queens, but that could always be an option.
Yeah, I imagine if a hack did show up, we'd probably hold on to it for a bit. But like, if you're in this position, you see an Eternal Hack, what do? Ooh, Bear, a little punished. I think
That would be...
you always buy Idle first here. Both players gonna go Arcana first, though.
Yeah, because there's no... I mean, you're not messing up your Hermit value, so
Exactly.
you're just increasing your Temperance value in case you decide you want to take a Temperance over
But the
anything else
Sun,
there.
also pretty solid. There's just nothing good to use it on is the problem. Like, you could start building towards some cards. Even making mediocre hits, this isn't how... this isn't ranked Idle, so making your 2s your best hit isn't gonna hurt you. It just gives a higher chance for a good hit with the Idle.
Yeah. I guess making a stone card at least does also help with Idle a slight amount, so there's that. They both players able to get a Hermit here. I guess in a way rewarded because the Hermit would have been $1 less if we had picked up the Idle first.
True. And this Hermit also very important here with this Overstock that you want to buy. Doc considering likely buying and selling this red card for an extra shop slot. I think the math works out that you shouldn't do that. But he is going to take it.
Yeah, because you're spending
$3 for one shop
card
when
it's
a roll is
$5
3
for-
slots. So surprised by that a little bit. Nothing shows up.
I think that's
Just going to go next here.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of play you want to make when you have like a lot more money, when the rerolls are going to start getting really expensive. But at that point, it just doesn't make as much sense.
Oh, and a Seltzer. Bear going to take
Oh my gosh.
another roll because he didn't buy that red card. Gonna cost him a bit on interest, but also punishing for finding the Seltzer early as well.
Yeah. Like, I think I like that roll from Bear. It makes sense. If you get an econ joker there, it's huge. And if not, you still are just $1 away from full interest. But unfortunately, that's not the kind of shop you want to see when you do that.
Thank you for the raid, Raffle. Welcome in. I appreciate you holding up your end of the deal for giving you
continues to work well
3 beans, 1 being negative. But welcome in. We're in for a very good and a very long set.
Interesting pack here at gold card. I feel like maybe, given that we've got idol and queens is our best hit, we might just want to take this random queen here. I think I probably would, although when we have no econ, a gold card is kind of
you do
nice.
have spade queens as well. I do like taking it. The gold card also maybe something you want to consider. Just being completely down on econ jokers.
Yeah.
Nothing in the seed.
Yeah, on a higher stake, I might consider this eternal to-do list, but
Wow,
definitely not on
Bear
black, especially
taking
this.
another deep roll before entering the small blind. Gonna have no interest here. The shoot the moon
Greedy.
allows him to keep this seltzer alive longer, as well as just survive the blinds in general. Doc not gonna take it, and has to take this death as well, and Bear gets no interest, just has no econ this ante, and has to get rewarded by an econ joker showing up in these next 2 shop frames.
Yeah, that is a rough spot to be in for Bear, for sure.
I mean, the first roll, unlucky. You know, you find the $6 joker, and it's the worst one that you want to find early. But the second roll, that was a bit greedy. You know, sometimes that does result in like a rebate, but being down interest, being the only source of econ, is a little rough.
Yeah. And Doc, like, the shoot the moon isn't even gonna pay off because Doc has been able to get out and one in both of those blinds anyways.
Yeah. On a complete idle miss in the PvP could matter. Doc does have a lot of money to roll here. Definitely going to be ahead in the shop. $40 versus 7. Both players looking at the same couple of jokers. Doc just ahead by 1 slot because of that red card. And finds Smiley 8-ball. Bear will still see these. A brutal fool for Hermit. Might even just death fool to have more queens.
Yeah, that's another reason why you don't want to roll down on money that much. That is a very large punish there.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just have to fool the Hermit and try to make as much money as possible. That being just one shot the next blind. Maybe even sell the shoot the moon for interest.
Yeah.
Which definitely would be rewarding right now, as we know this smiley face is showing up. But Bear obviously doesn't know that.
Yeah, with the sock and buskin, we just would rather almost definitely just have the smiley face over shoot the moon. Yeah, especially with seltzer and everything too.
Idol hits 8 of hearts. Doc takes the malt 8 for the 8-ball value, as well as maybe just getting some base malt before proccing Idol.
Interesting.
Up to 8.
I'm curious to see if players use death on like this, like a bad idle hit, like here if Doc finds the 8 of hearts and uses a death on it.
Ooh, with this draw, knowing I have 1 shot, I think you gotta sell the shoot the moon there, but Bear gonna hold on to it. Might pay off later. And a 7 of hearts hit, being slightly different and definitely worse because you want this 8-ball.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the smiley face, is it?
It's the red card actually mattered. That is crazy.
I mean, I still think Doc would have seen it either way because he probably would have had enough money to take one more, and he would have taken one more roll. But maybe not. Maybe the red card did make a good difference.
This Doc guy too lucky.
Man, that temperance, I mean, the hermit for only $10 does not feel good.
Different spot in the card packs. Doc opened that previous one. Not going to see that same malt 8, though wouldn't be very tempted with the idol on 7s.
Still considering this 8 here, just for the 8-ball, and goes with it. Huh.
Hello.
This
Yeah.
I find this game immediately tedious.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
This is the exact thing that I
Idle's
don't
fun.
love having to play.
I love Idle.
Can't be. Depends on my mood, I feel
Maybe
like.
he's talking about 8-Ball.
I think I start
think
here.
it's
Is
always
that true? Let's do that.
Yeah, this smiley face is just so much mauled with seltzer and stock. Easily gonna give
Yeah, I
turn
don't-
order.
Yeah. I don't even know if there's any way that Bear
Okay.
can win this, because even if we find the 7 and copy it, that's just a times 16 on like very little. I mean, I guess if we get a 4 of a kind, maybe.
Well, the difference is
copy.
because of the idle desync, Bear draws his idle hit, Doc hasn't yet.
Yeah. My thought is like maybe Doc doesn't even need it, but if we do copy it and get like a 4 of a kind at least, then that might be enough.
I guess there's a couple different ways this can go.
There's a lot of decisions already. I don't know which is the better thing.
Right.
I like very slight margins.
Yeah.
I think I like this discard from Bear. I don't think that.
I mean, 5 of a kind is
Yeah, we
solid
have
base malt, so the idle definitely. Oh wait, no, he's going for the 7s. I forgot. 4 of a kind at least though.
Yeah.
I've heard some people call it the common vagabond. Which
Oh, really?
which honestly I think is offensive.
With a Chad,
Nothing's
it's
as
a
bad as
common vagabond. Not
Oh.
by itself.
That's not where I thought you were going with that.
Oh. I don't know. It's like there's some shared DNA there. You know, you play a hand, you get some tarot cards.
Definitely. I'm sorry, I'm playing this way too slow. I'm just trying to think if I death this first. I think I do. So I think we go like this.
Gonna
Do I
for
take
the
the king for
high
this?
end play
I guess so.
and deathing away a king to not block death from the
Then
8
we
ball.
play this.
Does it pay off? It does pay off in the sense that he gets
that's
the
nice.
temperance from the extra slot.
That is pretty nice. We are very much hurting on econ on Bear's side.
Yeah, getting up to interest is big there.
Looks like I can't pull an 8 again. So play
Gonna keep
you.
this queen.
I don't think that queen can matter.
Finds the 7
Aha.
or 5 of a kind anyways. That's
Okay.
very big.
I guess I just save this for Seltzer being gone, I guess.
Yeah, now I think Doc's probably also gonna have to find his idle card
Yeah,
in
I
order
guess so.
to be able to beat this.
Alright, I finally made up my mind.
Interesante.
Damn, I didn't use that one enough yesterday.
I guess we'll see.
I think with the multi
oh, nice score.
if Doc can
That's-
find the 8 of
He
hearts, Doc
finds
takes it.
every other 8.
I'm willing to say
That's rough.
that's not ideal.
I think, honestly, you probably play a pair of 8s here.
I think that was okay. I hate deathing a normal ass
Maybe.
card, but I think that was
But maybe we
Fine
can do
here?
something like that.
Because a full house would be quite strong.
That's true.
And gets lucky that he didn't actually block 8 ball value. Doesn't find his idle hit.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, that's
getting scared.
that is
So-
unfortunate.
Is he gonna sell?
We've got this, we've got that.
Or use the
Probably
taros.
we
He's got this and that?
don't do that. We just do this.
I only got this.
I was gonna consider doing that, so let me consider it right now for a second. Hold on, I'm considering.
Build into the diamond 8s.
I think
Good. Or Death the Queen.
Yeah.
That'll
I think
sort.
I maybe
Flush
do
house.
that. maybe not do this yet.
Both players gonna get that same
There we
judgment
go.
Okay.
temperance. But Bear is gonna be up
Alright,
to
we'll see you in
judgment
the
this
next
Alright,
ante.
good job. See you in a bit.
All right, so I mean, Idle hit 8 of clubs. I guess I gotta look. I got 2 of them. We're never keeping Celts.
Doc can Death Fool, although maybe both players want a Temperance Fool anyways.
It is only a $13 temperance. There's also this Arcana pack. If I'm Bear, I probably want to see if I find something better to use the Fool on
True, for sure.
beforehand.
Like at least just like a Hermit. In Overstock Plus, this could be a extremely strong game.
Yeah, we're seeing this idle sock early. The only thing we're lacking kind of is Econ. Though that temperance from the 8-ball doing quite a lot of work, as well as Doc just holding that interest money.
Yeah, the Taros have been really taking care of our Econ for us, it seems like. Here, if I'm Doc, I'm a little bit tempted to use the Devil. Okay, looks like, yeah, he's looking at that. Because we've got Death Fool, we don't really have any other good copy targets. Getting it
looking at
on
the
a
Moon
Queen
card.
and then copying that. The Moon card? Do we have... yeah...
And you get a flush 5 if you use it, but there's a lot of
guess,
options in this
but-
pack to do the suit changer
Yeah,
now rather than
for
later.
sure. Because we're not really set in any one suit yet, so that's why I kind of feel like we can just wait and get the suit changer later. Get the econ while we have no econ. Especially this opens up golden ticket as well.
Yeah, with
And
all these
golden ticket would
retriggers,
be
that's definitely
amazing.
something you want to find in a DNA, but you have no good cards.
I mean, I'd be happy to start copying that gold card, because not only is it gold, but we also have like idle, so more of the same card is good.
But with glass in the game, you really want to be at minimum building towards that.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but I don't know. Early on, maybe don't want to copy it like forever, but I don't think we can go wrong with more gold cards in the deck and more of the best idle hit.
Doc sells the Smiley instead of the Seltzer. Going to keep that for more 8-ball value this round. Now, what are we going to
It's a
use
little
the
bit
Death
greedy.
Fool on? Because there's too much to do right now, is why I don't like this DNA.
Yeah. I mean, I think we probably just won't use the DNA yet. I think if we had drawn the gold queen, I think it, in my opinion, would have been worth it. But I think here, you just hold off on the DNA.
Gonna fool the Devil to get a good copy target for this Death and DNA.
Interesting. Okay, I don't hate that.
I mean, a Death's not much more valuable than a Devil right now, so
Yeah.
gonna put Doc in a pretty solid setup towards Queen of Spades. Bear also picks up the DNA, putting them in the exact same Joker setup.
I'm surprised we put it on the spades, not clubs, because I thought we had an extra queen of clubs, but maybe we had an extra queen of spades as well.
I think it's 2 and 2. They were even.
Okay.
Wow, I was gonna say I'd expect to be blocking 8-ball here, but you get 1 proc for 8. But at least that procs a Hangman, gonna
Yeah.
counter some of the damage from the DNA, but blocks a Hangman here for a Chariot instead.
Oh, that is
Or
really
actually an
unfortunate.
Empress.
Yeah.
Bear really likes rolling.
Sure does. Did Bear end up... I was too focused on Dockside. Did you see if Bear used the DNA on anything that round?
He's still in the first shot.
Oh, he is still in the first shot. Okay. Yeah.
Gonna have the Hangman Fool. That's a solid use for it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think still has the Temperance in the Fool. Or I'm not sure what he used in the pack. Because it wasn't Devil. Really considering what to use this DNA on. There's just so many things to do. You have to live, you gotta preserve Seltzer, you gotta use 8-ball. Gonna fool the Hangman. I do like that, just getting closer to guaranteed draws with the idol is very important. As we saw last time, just bottom decking the one card you need sometimes can be the difference. Whether it's just one jack that you have in your deck with the sock, that's a 4x. It could make the difference in some PvPs. And
For sure.
Bear gonna have the advantage on the thinner deck here. Might not even use the DNA because he just
I think I
doesn't
agree
have
with
anything
that.
to copy.
Yeah. I think
well
you need
as-
at least some kind of enhancement.
You have this tarot gen, you're hoping that you find a justice or a magician or something to get more value.
Yeah. I feel like it's players are gonna start maybe having a little bit of trouble getting out of the blinds. We don't have any scoring besides the idol up top.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised a bit by that smiley face cell. Doc needs to draw the 3 of spades. We have 1 3 of spades, and even if we do draw it, it's a 2x on a flush. We have the
Yeah,
Empress
we got a flush
beforehand.
house with Empress. We could
guess.
play.
That's likely enough to get out for sure with the retriggers.
Like it's not what you really want to do because you want to be keeping those gold cards, but might be forced to do that. I think I'd rather that than lose a life here.
Or the flush. See if that wins.
Okay. I don't think that's enough.
Also gonna
We
have
do have multiple retriggers.
one hand left on Seltzer for the PvP. I wonder. I guess it just comes down to whether you see another Joker you want or not in the shop.
Oh, it is enough. Okay.
9 of Hearts hit. I don't think is very good here.
No.
But there is a world card in the shop that's going to be good for Doc building into those Queen of Spades.
Yeah, that is nice. Random queen in the pack, a blue seal as well. Looks like Bear found the idol card and was able to get out that way. So for Bear, he grabbed the 5 of hearts. Is it that? Yeah, it's the 5 of hearts. So both players on a random heart card that they only have 1 of.
Yeah, there is a Sun in the pack. Bear has the Fool. Doc does not.
Yeah. That could definitely give Bear this PvP, especially
2
if
hands
we're
on
able to keep
Seltzer.
that Seltzer long enough to find one or a few of those 5s. But we're looking at maybe just using the.
Well, there's
Hangman instead.
it's
We
a
do also
choose
have
2.
Justice though. Oh, it's a choose 2. Oh, well. Okay.
So I think the Sun is just the best option. The Devil also may be tempting, but you're going to be copying whatever this Justice goes on anyways with DNA.
True.
I mean, lives are very important in an idle game. If Bear goes for this, takes
Yeah.
another life, there's so many things you can pull off to take 2 more. It could put him in a good spot despite being down in some other aspects.
For sure, especially without the order. So, like, you know, it could be total chance that in one ante, one player's idol hits and the other doesn't, and it greatly improves your odds if you are up on lives. Well, not the odds for an idol hit, but, you know, overall odds for winning the game.
I knocked on your stream, by the way.
Yeah, I can try to open that up. I, like, closed out my stream because it helped me lag less. But I can try to open that up.
Bear looking at this to-do list being the first form of econ. Gonna go next with 11 to 13. Doc taking 1 extra reroll that doesn't amount to much.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome. I think my brain has never been fried this early into a match.
It is a little early, huh?
Yeah. Okay, we get 1 8-ball hand with Seltzer and then play our good hand second.
Right.
I can't believe I got this first
Let's
shot
try.
and I haven't used it.
this.
There's 4 5s total.
Yeah, I don't think that's I don't know if Bina, I don't know if you're the one that changes that, but I am still set as Edzy for
Oh.
whoever is able to
What
fix
are
Alright,
you
I tried it.
That is
Glass
the case in
5?
my stream as well.
Not here.
Oh, okay. We can try to fix that.
Sometimes you just gotta try stuff.
Sometimes you just gotta try stuff.
Yeah, I respect it.
We're in the PvP online.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
I think we need to do.
Now what?
Do I pop the sun now to have 2 slots for these guys? No, if I'm gonna use it, I
So-
need to use it on everything.
We've
I
got the
think.
Justice and the Sun with a couple
we do
5s in
you?
hands.
I'm gonna
Or
DNA
Air.
the glass 5. I mean, it's gonna put him in a good spot here. Also gets the
Good
death
Oh my gosh.
with that one slot.
First good 8-ball
Okay.
history.
That's part of it.
Please give me the more 5s. Please give me more 5s here.
For the long term, it's a
Okay,
little bit
good
hard to
enough.
be using
That's
these deaths
part
and
of it.
justices on your non-face cards, but
I'll take what I can get, and we
Yeah,
got
the
it.
seltzer's gone. These 5s are gonna be pretty useless, though still a flush 5 hit is strong, with 2 of them being glass. We'll see if there's any
This is
breaks,
the
because
last
this is
seltzer hand, yeah.
definitely taking the PvP.
What hand do I play after this, actually? There might be a club flush, so let's play this guy. Alright, I'm gonna be trying something myself.
Okay. I guess I don't have to go first, so maybe I should get a little more.
That'll give
Information.
Doc info that
Huh.
he just wants to look for all his
You've
gold.
been informed.
yeah.
I have. Whoa, guy. Whoa, hey. Watch where you're.
He's been
aiming
informed
that
and he
thing.
did not like that news.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to work on my trash talk game,
You have been
my
informed.
leguming game.
What?
Chad was suggesting I try flirting more too as a distraction technique.
That's called docking.
Excuse me. I'm a married man.
Hmm. I told him it wouldn't work. Blue seal
Wow,
value?
it's actually
We
first
had a
proc.
fun day.
Yeah, on what though?
Doc
It's
very
getting
lucky
4 of a
getting that
kind
there.
right now.
The thing that I thought was not gonna work, I think maybe now it looks like it could work.
I think hitting 4 of a kind is the best thing I can get out of here.
Bummer. I guess we do one of those.
Just gonna hold on to the
Okay,
fool
well,
with the
see you in the
justice
next
and the
one.
death. I think I agree with that. We
In a
wanna-
bit.
Yeah, I mean, Bear's up 2 lives here. Doc's deck is looking a lot better. Built towards those face cards, has this Death Fool for that glass queen as well. And Bear barely has a way to survive the blinds right now. I mean, both players,
Right,
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Surviving on either glass or idle hits.
I mean, you do draw a sun and a jack here. Maybe Bear can use that to put another Jack of Hearts in the deck to survive. Doc actually going to fool the Justice to be able to use the Death now. Definitely use it now so you have higher chance of finding it with the DNA.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe Doc was holding them so we can almost guarantee we can find it with the DNA, because any queen then can be the glass that we can copy in the blind. But here does open up our consumable slot so we can pick up other things.
This is gonna be a long set. I'm just seeing how long we're spending in this first shop with $20 to our name, and I'm thinking we're in for a long one. Bear does see the
I'm
jack.
surprised-
Also
Yeah.
already kind of built into hearts with those 5s on hearts, so a solid sun card either way.
I'm surprised Doc didn't take one more reroll there. I mean, I know that trying to do 10 of hearts for Doc is really helpful for getting out with having to use much
I mean, it is just a
Um,
4x. I don't know how much that's going to help without any base mob.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
he's just
enough
gonna
alone,
discard
but
them.
if we can get like a, yeah, I guess maybe it's
Just
even less
using
than I'm
that
thinking.
shoot the moon. Both players picking that up. Does Doc
Yeah,
live here?
let's see.
Just a 2-pair and one more hand. 5 queens to draw though.
Okay, we got a fool with the temperance in it. Okay, we have a lot of queens. Is a
I think you have to
kind of
play
enough?
the pair of queens for any chance at chips.
I don't think we're living here for Doc.
The pair of queens. 70. Yeah, I imagine he'll do the math to figure it out whether he can keep this gold card or not. Is this enough? It's not. Doc not taking his time, gonna lose $3 there and go down to 1 life. Both players running idle, barely have a system to survive the blinds, and suddenly Bear, despite way worse deck fixing, is in a much better spot.
Yeah, like you're saying, lives really matter. They matter even more when you're
The last life
your opponent
is
loses a lot to a blind.
very big for Bear.
Yeah, being on 1 in an idle game, especially 1 to 4, is a terrifying situation to be in. You need every ante. You either need idle it at the bare minimum. You either need idle a hit or you need it to miss for your opponent.
I mean, I pulled it off. It's not impossible. Doc is in the better
Yeah.
position to be able to do that, but needs something in these rolls to pull it off. The loyalty card, if he can line it up, you'd need a win second hand though for it to be properly set up. Probably just gonna play these glass queens to survive the next blind, I imagine.
I think so. I don't think there's much else we can do.
And Bear looking at just playing these glass 5s in a 2-pair to make it out of this blind. Bean is a huge find though. Don't have shoot the moon anymore. Doc takes it.
The bear might be in trouble in this blind as well.
And a very strong arrowhead with this sock and those glass spade queens.
Yeah. I kind of feel like, you know, I know we just picked up the bean, but
You sell the
I mean, it
baseball.
could also be the 8-ball. Yeah, no, that's fair. Without re-triggers for the 8s, it doesn't do all that much for us.
Yeah, Bear makes it out of the blind, sending a lot of glass, loses a glass 5 as well. I mean, idle hits 9 of diamonds. Bear still has another blind, but definitely needs a strong off it to be able to take it here with Doc having all this glass to play and now much better draws thanks to the bean.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, Doc just going to be way ahead on rerolls.
Yeah, Doc's econ has been better all game, I think, you know, between copying the gold cards and just managing our interest better.
The interest is the biggest thing. Bear just always takes that one extra roll, like a gambler hoping to find the rebate, the diamonds, but it just hasn't shown up.
Yep.
So Doc, because of this arrowhead and the Empress, likely going to make it out this blind without having to risk the glass. Very big here.
Yeah, for sure. Hits 8 of diamonds. That is not a, or sorry,
9
9
of
of
diamonds.
diamonds, I believe. It's 9 diamonds for both players, it looks like.
Yeah, but Bear still has another
Bear have one
blind,
more.
which is interesting. I guess it was 10 of diamonds
yeah.
last time, so it'll likely be a similar hit like that again.
Yeah, so probably not going to be a good hit for either player. I guess maybe depending on how it
Wow.
lines up, can it maybe hit Queen of Diamonds for Bear?
Here's another justice with the Fool for Doc. He easily will be able to play 5 glass here and likely not losing his last life anytime soon. And a death as well
Yeah.
to use the Fool on with the glass draw from the bean. You love to see the bean
Dang.
value.
Dang. It is really good for those packs. For sure.
Bear kind of wondering how he's going to survive here, likely rolling just to find a way out. That 9 of diamonds hit is just not usable whatsoever. It doesn't have the same econ to roll as much as Doc, but finds the bean as well as the tribe. I mean, you could take both here. Probably need to figure something like that out to be able to score the 12,000 in the big blind. Or just this bean shoot the moon could be enough. Probably is. But then you're selling your 8-ball, which is your only deck fixing at the moment.
Yeah. I don't know. It's rough. The tribe doesn't feel all that great. Like long term, it can be at times too, but like short term, we have to be playing flushes.
I also don't hate the DNA sell for Bear because he just doesn't have those glass face cards to copy yet, and this bean with the 8-ball is going to be a lot more usable.
Yeah, it feels really bad long term though for our deck fixing. I think I'd rather keep DNA over 8-ball even if it's not doing anything right now.
Gonna sell the shoot the moon and take the skip, trying to go for the kill with a 9 of diamonds hit on the idol.
Welcome back.
Welcome. How you doing there, Doc?
Better than 30 seconds ago.
Oof. Not what I wanted to
Or a
hear.
minute ago, or however long it was. I did lose a life, yeah.
I feel like every play I'm making this game feels wrong. There's too many things to balance, and I'm making like the wrong choice every time.
It can't be wrong every time.
I've been known to defy the odds.
Huh.
So let's see. I gotta play all my 8s, obviously, and then we probably want to just start DNAing queens. And
Yeah, I'm
then
assuming Bear's probably just
I think I
expecting
gotta
to
do
not win
that.
here most likely.
I think that has to happen.
Yeah, it just makes me
Is it
so
just a
confused
solo
about
diamond
the
flush
skip.
at the
It was a
end?
hand size skip. We
I-
had a way to survive the blind, maybe
Oh,
just
yeah.
expecting to get more value in the PvP while not worrying about scoring.
Probably Have to do this.
Well, did we have a way to survive the
Wow,
blind? No, it might
I'm
have just
pulling
been a
some
Well, the
hands
shoot the
here, that's
moon
for sure.
beam would have been easy to score
Okay,
12,000.
do we just do Queen of Clubs?
Right, but since we got rid of Shoot the Moon, maybe we felt like we
I think maybe I just do.
needed to for some reason, and then I don't know.
And let's make it mold at least here too. That and one of the diamonds. Okay, now we just play this guy.
Suppose I'll wait to see what you got.
That turn order, gonna make Doc play his
Oh,
hand now.
I got a little bit of points.
Well,
I forgot about this guy.
my turn, I guess.
It's gonna be a pretty big number.
Let's see, if I want to keep the diamonds,
It is painful to have to play all 5 glass there,
Maybe-
though.
am I playing this flush with this
2
guy?
breaks. Still has a
Oh.
flush 5 of glass.
Back over
Yeah.
you, my guy.
Yes, of course.
Yes, okay. Understandable. Sure.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. In this case, we just get 8-ball value. So,
Should be separating the 8s a little
probably better to split this into 2
Yeah,
hands.
'cause there's no way we're gonna
Because
be
if I
winning
play this
here
all as one hand,
so
it
might
might
as well.
block itself.
with maximum possibility. I don't think there's anything else.
But
that
8-ball's
we can
never
get
hitting
value.
2
I
times.
could play
in a
this
row.
to get fancy and maybe break this, but we probably don't want that
Yeah.
planet card showing up.
I'm not sure why we.
So
would-
let's do-
yeah,
let's
I
do
think
that,
we're just looking
actually.
at it, but
Wants
no,
to
it's
break
not
the
good.
glass.
Do I want to break the 5?
Oh,
Okay, no.
okay.
I guess I don't want to break it on purpose.
I guess. I don't know. Keeping that off hits could be valuable, maybe.
Fool's a pretty
It's on
solid
mult. We
hit.
do
from
not
the
want it on
8-ball.
mult. I can get...
Yeah, nothing in it right now, but Here we got an Empress.
Blue
so-
seal on. It's just gonna be on. Oh, it's just gonna be on pair now.
I mean, you can get a full house level there, but just gonna play the pair
And we got no tarot.
and go next.
Okay.
All right. See you in the next one.
All right.
See you in a bit.
I feel like my score.
Despite being at 1 life, I'm kind of thinking that Doc's in the better position now.
Yeah,
Like Bear
not
has no
even-
glass.
Relying on idle hits, Bear's best hit is worse than what Doc can just score any blind.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Those-
I don't know how Bear's gonna survive the blinds.
Yep, there's no flush 5 in his deck. Can't utilize. I guess I'm not sure what idle hit. And here's a Chad, as well as a rebate. I mean, that helps you survive the blinds for both players being able to use any one idle hit for an 8x.
But you still do need to find that card, and our decks aren't fixed enough that that's a guarantee.
Bear also has to
But I think it's
roll
better
to
for
find
Doc.
this.
Yeah. Better for Doc, because then we can just play one glass and be totally fine. Obviously prefer to not even have to play glass at all, which we might not need to. We've got like Molt Jacks with the, well, if we're selling the Arrowhead then. But I guess we probably need to sell that because we want the rebate and the Chad here most likely.
Don't do it, Doc.
It had to be done.
Okay. Well,
Interesting.
no more worries about surviving blinds.
Is there a world where you don't take that? Probably not.
Probably
Not at 1 life. If we had like 3 lives on Doc's side, I think there's
If
there's,
Doc
like,
had
a
a
consideration for
Dusk,
taking it.
you can't pass on it.
Is it DNA here? It's got to be either DNA or rebate.
Because you don't have
I
to
don't-
risk
I
the
don't-
glass at all anymore, I don't hate it. You just need to build enough glass for 3 more PvPs.
Yeah. I guess rebate. If we only need a little bit more glass, rebate.
Bear
would
takes the
probably
role,
satisfy us more
very much
versus-
rewarded. I'm a big fan of selling DNA here. With this Chad, 8-ball could be Bear's way back into the deck fixing.
Yeah, that's what Doc did end up selling the DNA. I mean, not there, but in the next roll, we did end up selling it. Yeah, I think now, I think I agree because Chad with 8-ball suddenly makes 8-ball a lot more appealing.
It's a common
And
vagabond.
we don't have the thing to copy. Yeah, don't have the thing to copy yet.
Rebate on 8's going to be a solid amount of econ as well. Well, that actually kind of is bad for Bear if his rebate hit the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, sells the DNA.
Yeah, we are going to see this photo in the next shot probably for Bear.
Yeah, that
we're not
means
gonna take another reroll here.
8-ball likely won't stay long. I mean, if it's not that crazy to sell the rebate. Well, with Overstock Plus, maybe it's a bit crazy.
Yeah. You really want some kind of econ to make you, like, you know, you can probably get almost as many taros. I
Now-
mean, 8-ball Chat's a lot of taros.
Doc in an interesting spot. Is he gonna do the math? Does the pair get out? Can he just get away with the 2-pair with the gold? Does he need a risk glass?
I mean, we've got so much from the, I don't even know if we need the 2-pair. With Photo Chad Sock with Molt cards? Like,
Yeah, you get pretty solid chips. Just the re-triggers on those 2 cards is
we're worried
20,000
about, I
though.
think the 2-pair level at least can definitely, we get a little bit of extra chips from that.
Gonna play it extra
play it,
safe,
yeah, I
not
don't
wanting
think
to
it
do the
was-
math. I think against Bear, you got time to do the math there.
It's true.
No breaks. And a Queen of Spades hit on the idol, likely gonna be a skip.
Oh. At one life, you probably feel like you have to. Like from our perspective, I don't think that Doc has to, but I think, you know, you don't know what Bear has. You got to take it.
Yeah. A magician, a very nice find. And a flush 5
That's the way to
level.
get some money.
Bear deciding whether or not he wants to break this glass. What? No, this is choose to. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was so confused. Like, why is he going back and forth between all these planets? Why? And then he takes the 3 of it. It's,
Oh, the rebate was on 5s for Bear while he was playing them to get out. Definitely could have discarded some of these. Well, maybe not.
yeah.
If he played the glass, he could have.
Is this enough for Bear, or does he need to play the glass? That's
True,
times,
32x
it's times a lot, but it's just
flush.
a base level flush.
I think. Doesn't matter,
Yeah,
just gonna
'cause
ship
it's-
the glass anyways.
I think he needed it. I didn't do the math there, but I feel like
Yeah, I think you're right.
it's just a base level flush.
Probably like
times
12,000.
32 or
And
something.
there's the photo. Doc gonna skip here and have a very strong setup for this PvP.
Yeah, Doc is, you know, 100% going to take this one, and he's just in a really good spot to keep taking PvPs, keep taking lives, and take the whole game.
Yeah, the fact that he was able to get all that glass so quickly, to be able
Yeah.
to play every PvP and Bear on one piece of glass that's on a 5, it's definitely a good
I guess
spot
that's
to be.
what. Yeah, that's what led to Bear being in the rough spot. There was that, you know, we used that glass to take a life, but then Doc was able to copy that. Was DNA already in the picture when Bear made that play?
I think so.
I think
Yeah,
it was, right?
because he had 2 glass 5s from, or he decked it or something, but going for that tempo play for that one life, very punishing in the late game. No more glasses shown up.
Yeah, might have been like at the time it seemed like totally reasonable and maybe even like correct to me, but in hindsight it's like, wait, well maybe that was actually a bit of a misplay when we've got the DNA, and that really just screws you over for the long term. You take a life, but I mean it is a idle game, like we said. Lives are very important, so maybe it was just unlucky that glass didn't show up again soon. I don't know.
Yeah, Bear finds the Queen of Spades. That with the photo Chad should be plenty to get out of this blind. And finally has some econ with this rebate. Can afford to roll down.
Still gonna be behind
Bottom
Doc,
deck's a
most
couple
likely, but
6s.
that's always unfortunate.
And that's a 5 of hearts hit that technically I think is Bear's best hit, but without the
Yeah.
sock retriggers, not gonna matter.
Yeah.
A Justice in one of these packs definitely would be big with the Fool up top, but not gonna be able to find
Yeah,
that.
we just keep on. Yeah, Justice has not showed up in so long since that first one. Was it? Or we might have had maybe like 2, but there wasn't. They were earlier, and there wasn't many, and we haven't seen any for a long time.
Yeah, Bear, I mean, really just needs to build a flush 5 and the idol to miss for Doc and have 1 glass in that flush 5.
Yeah.
Good work. Hello.
I'm tired. I am tired of thinking already. This really is like the worst game to be game 1.
Exhausting.
Well, I don't think I'm ever beating him, as I said. So we should be chatting a lucky card.
Oh, you're right.
Actually, it should be a face card each time, though. Okay, so just play
Doc would
you.
really benefit from forcing turn order here.
Very patriotic score, Doc.
You might not have much of a choice already drawing this much
Dang.
glass.
Oh, wow, I didn't get there.
Well, if he plays
Can I
these
borrow
spades
some
like this,
points?
I think that's a way to first turner and
The jacks will.
doesn't.
Bear is just going up full
Alright, so
value
let's do
here.
this guy.
Let's hit him
Chatting
with
the
one of
luckies,
these.
looking for rebate cards. Both players playing the exact same card.
Are you kidding
exact
me?
same hand.
And both get the first ones.
I think I'm gonna.
I mean, I
take a
think that's the first time we
backseat
played Luckies
this-
all game, right?
this
So
run.
Fair enough. I wish I didn't have to play this for value, because then I would. What is that? 26. I wonder if I could hit that exact. Oh no, not with 10 mult. Never mind. So we're playing. Am I playing this guy?
Bear should play this in a pair. And if he doesn't, it might make the
What am I trying
difference
to
in
get
turn
to?
order with Doc playing
I
the
guess I
exact
still
same
gotta try
hand
to
as
play the fives
well.
at the
You
end.
wanna do it
Doc
at the
will
same
have
time?
turn order by the 26
Oh, no,
chip
I'm
difference.
skipping it now.
Okay.
And it is
Now
very
I'll send
important
one.
here.
yeah, there was like no reason not to.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, what's going on?
Back over you, Chief.
That's the same. We scored the same amount.
Exact same two
That's the
last
exact
hands.
same score difference as last time.
Oh my gosh.
Similar recipe.
Okay, maybe I'm not doing everything wrong.
Yeah, like I said before, not everything. Couldn't be.
Do I care about Blue Seal here on a 4 of a kind? I guess I kind of do.
Doesn't draw
We didn't even get it.
the last 5.
So, this showed up at the end.
Yeah.
Do I
but
play a
that's gonna be
flush? Do I
close to
just
all, a bigger hand is
play another
better
lucky
for
card?
forcing Doc to play some glass. At this point, Doc might not even have to play any glass. Like the
Doc doesn't
know,
like
pair of
doing math.
queens
He'll
spades
ship
might
it all
just-
anyways, I think.
I guess we just gotta play the flush. I'm letting it rip.
Okay.
Okay, maybe he'll know not to play that
I didn't
much.
rip that
I
much.
see.
yeah, maybe one glass. Although I don't even know if we need it. But
If you
I
beat me
think
by
if we
26
play some
points
glass,
again,
then
I'm gonna
we're
uninstall.
good.
That would be funny. Doc needs to score
At least you don't have to change your pants.
just enough to win by 26.
Hmm. I swear, I'd rather lose by like 20 million than by
I think 3 of
26.
kind is plenty.
Which
Oh,
maybe
let's
I
hit 'em
should
with
have
the
just
one of
played
these
2 more
first.
lucky cards through Chad there.
That should be fine.
It feels like a waste of a fool. Also, we broke the only glass 5. I don't really care about that. We need to
Slightly
class the face
overkill.
card and go. Okay, thank you. That was more than 26.
All right. Good luck.
Idle
Good
hits
luck.
again.
So, I-
Oh man. I wonder if Doc.
They're not
Skips here
great
again?
skips. There is that buffoon skip as well. Just on 1 life is such a scary spot to be, but all it takes is like a dusk and some other things in this ante for Bear to swing the game back.
I feel like you gotta skip there though. I mean, it's scary to do so, but our idol is like, what, 20% chance or less of hitting right now. I think it's around a 20% chance. I think I saw 10 queens there. I think they might all be spades, but like that's not great odds, and you might need that to win. So I think that.
Doc's looking at this
skipping
trading
makes
card.
sense.
You
Doc.
cannot. We have Overstock Plus and a rebate. He loves his trading card. You can get the Tarot Merchant if you want some deck fixing from your money. Just don't take this trading card.
So tempted. Trying to talk himself into it out of it. Maybe not even. Maybe just having it held up for the funsies and considering the skip here.
I mean, if you're skipping, you never take the trading card.
Yeah, no, for sure. The trading card, if the trading card baits us into not skipping, that could even be more detrimental. Not that, like, okay, the thing is, Doc doesn't need to skip, but from Doc's position, I think that if I were Doc, I would skip. I
Yeah,
think that
it's hard to know where your opponent's at, and it's hard to think they can beat what you score if they skip, or if you skip. So.
Yeah.
Bear enters the blind. That'll give Doc a little more info here.
It's true. I mean, I guess that's a reason that you could say, like, oh, my opponent didn't skip. They probably don't, have anything. You can choose not to, but I still think, there's could just hit on the one of the next two.
Yeah, with the idle fix, you definitely probably just play the small blind, but...
Yeah. But he plays. He decides that he wants to see more shops.
I mean, it's the right play. He's way ahead no matter what this ante has in store for the idle hits.
Yeah, again, I don't think I would make the move, but definitely he's not going to be punished here.
And thankfully skips
Unless...
the trading card.
Yeah, then that is good. The only way he could be punished is if Bear is able to get a hit on a face card that Doc's not able to, and is able to get a glass to go with it.
And this 8 hit on the rebate has been so good for Doc. And Bear...
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Not getting much from the 5s.
Might be part of what it influenced us to, because I think we've got a few extra 8s in the deck. Might be part of what influenced us to not take the skip here.
Could be. There's a
right?
death
Yeah,
pool.
yeah.
Bear still doesn't have a glass face card. Hold?
Familiar. Okay. You take the familiar here 100%. We're desperate for glass. It's like we're in ranked multiplayer.
Glass,
Just
Jack
glass
of
is
Spades.
built
That's not a bad hit at all. You have the death
Yeah.
fool on it now as well. And just like that, if Bear is able to build into that a little more, it's a completely different card. So the idol could just hit that. We have the death fool on the glass. And Bear's in it with some idol luck.
Yeah.
Golden ticket, probably better than the rebate. Definitely with the sock and Chad. For
Yeah,
gold
that
queens.
that can give Doc a ton of money. I mean, rebate is on queens, but like we can't really discard that many of them anyways, because we need to be probably playing at least a couple of them to get out. So
We are on black stakes, still need to score 54,000 here.
mhm.
A solid hand, probably one glass in any 5-card hand is enough. Well, a leveled up 5-card hand at least.
Right. I mean, just a level up 5-card hand with the photo chat probably could even be enough, depending on how level and all. I haven't been paying super close attention to know where exactly the players' levels are at here, but
Bear trying to make sure he can survive this blind. Doesn't have that same glass out that Doc has, or he does technically, but definitely doesn't want to play the one glass card.
right. I mean, we can death pull it, so it won't be our last one, most likely if it breaks, but still not exactly something you want to do. We're not looking at deathing something here, are we? I don't think so.
I think he just wants to keep the 8 of diamonds to get out the blind when it's really just as useful as that Malt Queen is. This pair puts up 15,000, so definitely needs a better hand. I mean, this 3 of a kind is better and shouldn't win. Never mind.
I think we could have gone for like a full house or something there. Maybe we're not trying to get out yet because we do.
Finds the glass jack though.
Yeah.
Death, Fool, and I believe there isn't any breaks in the queue for bear anytime soon. Already has had both those breaks on the glass 5s.
Yeah, after the early breaks, the breaks seems like they've not been too bad.
Doc getting a $20 hit, heading out of the blind with a lot of money. Dead to the blind! Doc dies! Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's tragic. I want to hear what they're saying about it.
Snackatorium, thank you for the $100 for the Trevor project. Let's go check in with Bear. Oh, hello.
What,
Oh man.
What a weird
Doc
game.
doesn't do math.
Yeah.
Finally catching up to him.
We can chalk that one up to allergies, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Great game, though. I mean, similar jokers here. Let's take a look at the deck. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think I figured out that
The
you
advantage that he had. It's really tragic to his left.
saved your glass for a face card, and I just used mine to win an early PvP on a 5. And that put my deck way behind.
Yeah. I see. Yeah. And then DNA shows up, right? So if you have the glass face card already, you can make a couple extras.
Yes, it would have been nice, but I guess I was lucky I had the life buffer.
Yeah. I definitely, there were several rounds where I got pretty greedy. All right, good job.
Yeah, good game.
Is that 2 deaths to blinds for Doc that game?
What a weird game.
Yeah.
I'm taking it though. I think we lock playoffs with
And
it.
it was still like an hour
that
long
means we
for
get
3 antes.
sort of free reign here as far as deck and stake.
Yeah.
Do you,
I mean, to be fair,
do
it's
you
an
have
idle
any
game,
preferences?
Oh, hey, maybe Doc will take him to gold
no,
stake.
I'll play anything really.
Surely.
Oh, okay. Would you be okay?
I'll be
with
always
the gold
happy to see
stake
gold stake,
game?
especially.
I think those
It's
are
fun to watch
faster,
Doc
shorter.
play
Maybe
gold
we
stake because I
could
feel
go
like
to bed
Doc plays
before
gold stake
midnight.
really well.
Okay,
but also
yeah,
like a
we could
lot
do that.
differently from the way I play gold stake.
Okay. So then I'll say gold stake, and then you can pick whatever deck you want.
Let's make it checkered.
Checker.
I'll be right back.
I hate that. All right, cool, great.
Happy to oblige.
What a.
Alright, I'm ready when you are.
Game. What a game.
All right,
Los
good luck.
Angeles,
Good luck.
Lucky hit.
I feel bad for playing slow.
Man.
if he's not feeling well.
Checkered deck.
All right,
Checkered deck gold stake for game 2.
I can't help it though. What did that match take?
Happy to see that
Okay,
gold
that took
stake.
like an hour 15.
I believe this
That's
almost
not gonna be
definitely
good
was
for
Doc
my-
choosing
my-
gold stake,
my
Bear
match
choosing
stats.
checkered deck. We did see from the stats when we were looking at things earlier that Bear is the player who has chosen checkered deck more than any other contestant in Major League Balatro. We've got an
Listen,
overstock.
a lot of
in
that
some
one
the
was on
food
the seed.
packs. Definitely want the overstock. Now,
I could play a
normally,
lot faster on
I want
another
to take the
seed.
jumbo
Ooh,
here,
we're definitely-
but maybe you take the smaller
No,
ones so
I
you have more
shouldn't
money left over,
want to,
easier
though.
to get the overstock. You can always just, as long as you get out in the
taking
reasonable
to-do
number of
list. I
hands,
could use
sell what
Seance
you
on
get
this
from
deck,
there,
but-
as long as they're not all eternal, or
I'd like to
all
try
eternal
to
or
win.
rental. And
Let's
yeah,
look
and the
for-
to-do list. Both players
I
end
think
up
I can
with the
play
same
this
joker,
low
but Doc
flush
having
and then fish for two
more
pairs probably.
dollars. So Doc a little bit lucky that
Maybe
the
more.
to-do list was in the first 2 cards in that buffoon pack and not the later 2. Looks like we're considering the rental fortune teller, maybe not. Maybe we're thinking about the 2-pair level. Yeah, should be able to get a lot of money here. Could end up greeding too much and losing a life to the blind if we're not careful. But honestly, this early on, if I lose a life and am able to get 4 procs of to-do list, I'm not even that upset. But it's also checkered deck where we can fairly easily find some flushes and most likely get out that way anyways.
Yeah, Bear actually getting 0 to-do list procs there. Am I seeing
my
that right? A to-do list on 2-pair, and you can't get overstock now. That, I mean, that's just a blunder.
Yeah.
I don't know
Was he just not going
how that
for it?
happens.
I don't. Yeah, that's insane.
That is, I mean, down an
Giving
overstock,
overly flush,
down
like all you need is
econ.
1 flush, and then you can get like 2 2-pairs, and then you're out. And it's
To-do list,
not
it's
hard to find a
flushes here,
flush
of
on
course.
Checkered. The to-do list on flushes almost feels like the game is mocking Bear. You want to play flushes? All right, well now you can get the money. Now that you can't have overstock.
I think I'm actually just buying nothing.
Yeah, just goes next. Man,
Doc remembers to buy the rental before the overstock.
smart move.
Considering maybe the Arcana first for the Hermit.
I don't know. I think I could go either way. I'm generally like against opening early Arcanas, like Doc did there. I think here, because we have the to-do list on flush, we'll make a little bit of money back. If we get a Hermit, it's a pretty good upside. A couple other things could be pretty nice. But I don't know, maybe it is more right to just not take it there. I don't know. It's kind of a tricky one. Yeah, we can probably get like $12 off the to-do list here, because most likely 2 flushes doesn't get out.
And here's a
Try to make sure they
eternal
don't.
photo in the next ante. They're
Okay.
having a lot more money now. If you're real greedy, no, you can pull off 4 flushes.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible, because I think even like the lowest possible flush you can get is probably more than 200.
Maybe if it was the goat or something. That's the one.
Yeah,
First page,
yeah.
right?
That sounds right.
Yeah, Doc also opening that card pack finds the gold card and getting $3 extra from that.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's already almost paid for itself. Now we have a gold card in the deck.
Am I? Oh, because Doc has overstock. He didn't have to roll to find the photo. It's just there. And that's the power of overstock. I mean, Doc is going to
Yep.
see a lot more in these shops. Also just has more econ. We know that Bear likes to roll down a lot. He's at $11 here. We'll see if he can make some of that back from the to-do list on 3 of a kind.
We can see from the to-do list lighting up that the players are on the same operating system.
Is that what causes desync?
Apparently, that's what Phantom said. I lost a game partially because of to-do list desync, and I'm still salty about it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I mean, Linux's tech. That's a variance play right there.
Yep.
Both players. Well, actually, Doc struggling to find a 3 of a kind. Could be a little bit at risk here. Hard to lose with a foil photograph, but possible.
Yeah, definitely possible if the
And actually not going to get
looks like we're just gonna be safe
to-do
for
list
now.
value.
But at least we do have the gold card, so I think that's maybe if we didn't have the gold card, we might have tried to greed a little bit more. But there we can like make sure we get out and hold the gold card, which is kind of nice.
Rental, perishable showman, or reserved. Bear was looking at that showman. You know, you do have one of the best cards to have with a showman, but when it costs money to stick around, not going to be worth it.
Yeah, the rental really hurts, especially when the other one's an econ joker. That's
Yeah,
just nice to
it's
have.
it's not just -3 around.
Yeah. If we had a ton of money, then I think the showman could be more consideration. Roll down a couple times and sell it, but you know, you got an econ joker there. It just doesn't make sense.
And here's the full houses coming out from Bear, not putting face cards in them as well, so we can play more of them. Gonna be a lot cleaner of a blind for this to-do list. Never mind. Okay. Wow,
think it
playing
can
it
be kinda hard here to
extremely
prioritize.
safe. Keeping it. Oh, I guess it's still money from the reserve parking.
Yeah, I think it can be kind of hard here to prioritize between to-do list and reserve parking.
To do this, definitely gonna be more money.
Yeah, it's more, but reserve parking is like, it's easier and safer to like get money out of it.
Yeah, we see here Doc gonna play some high cards and the full house later. Does he live here? Pair of faces, I think, does it for by like
So
80?
Yeah, with the foil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's enough. But really risking it in these blinds recently.
Yeah. I feel like that's something that's changed about Doc. I think Doc used to be a little bit more of a safe player, and I think he's got a little bit greedier, which I think.
I mean, it's
is
only hurt
like-
him so far.
I mean, yes, but I think overall it can be like you gotta play fairly greedy to an extent in multiplayer. You just it's a really hard balance to strike. You know, you don't want to be losing lives to blind. That's really bad. But you also sometimes need to accept a little bit of a risk that something might go wrong and you lose a life to a blind in order to get a significant chunk of better value than your opponent. Takes the purple seal over the red seal. Oh, looks like we already have a red seal in the deck. Okay. Understandable then. Yeah. Bear gonna be down that purple seal. Wasn't able to open as many packs. Stock just being.
Wait,
ahead,
Bear took the
better
Polychrome
recovery.
bowl at 2 chips.
Huh.
I guess we're on gold stake. I didn't even realize.
We are on gold stake. Yeah.
That makes a bit more sense now. But still a bit crazy of a pickup. And Doc gonna be up 2 vouchers now.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I am back. I don't think we've ever played multiplayer against each other before, have we?
Maybe one time. Maybe not ever. I don't know.
I think we were in like a battle royale, but I don't think we ever did a head-to-head.
Yeah. I was thinking about that.
I just want to use this multiple times.
I think I want to start here.
So I think we just go like this.
Very strong starting hand from Doc here.
Wait, what do I drop? Hold on, wait, what is my hand I'm playing to try to win at the end? Probably hearts flush with a face card. There is technically a flush house in here.
Get one of those in there too.
Playing this is actually giving me bull chips. It's wild.
The mid-round bowl scaling.
I don't want to play this as a
Okay.
2-pair.
Probably we hit him with one of these, I guess.
I mean, this is
Oh,
gold
no,
stake.
he's gonna hit me with something.
Doc playing for econ and the PvP win. Might pay off big time. Does have this
Yeah,
world
'cause
card, but no flush house.
Okay, interesting. I'll be there in a minute, hopefully.
In a minute, sure. Yeah.
Can we play this for 4 instead of getting like a flush level?
It's gonna be close, I feel like.
Maybe?
Because Bear is up the Polychrome on the bull, but I don't know if he has the level in full house that Doc
I
I
does.
think Bear needs to just play this spade
Or
flush.
Yeah, now that with the
I could just
decent
play
hand from the
this
2-pair,
and
because we have a
then
level in 2-pair,
Say my
this, I
Discord
think
looking
that
for a
does
good
pass
hand.
where Doc
That's
is at right
probably
now.
fine.
And
Has the
I don't know if Doc
Polychrome
will be able to get from there.
Forces him
Doc.
to play too.
Gonna ship the flush. And Bear should take this.
Okay, we have passed the
Yeah, I
ball.
think so.
Wow, that just takes
Oh.
it. I thought that flush
Yeah.
was gonna beat
There
his
you go.
score.
Oh,
Okay
Yeah.
then.
I also have Doc has more hand for some reason, but
Wow.
Alright, see you
Alright,
in the
good
next
luck.
one. I love when
perishable
the
blueprint, very interesting.
Blueprint in the shop. Doc's up $2, though both players are going to be able to afford the Jumbo Buffoon and the Blueprint here. Perishable Blueprints, an odd card, but we have an Econ Joker to copy and scoring to copy in the PvP, so definitely going to be worth it to pick it up here.
Yeah.
And that Overstock revealing a Justice with the Fool for Doc. And a Baron, but this card sharp on Checkered deck looking real nice.
Yeah, especially with the Baron being perishable. Like, there's no way
Yeah.
it starts being super useful before it's gone.
And suddenly these slots are filling up quick. That bull not looking as good as it did a little bit ago. What do you think about this
like,
investment
it's fine
tank?
for now.
The thing is, we're making a lot of money in the round, but this blueprint has 5 rounds. That's not enough for 2 PvPs.
That's a good point.
You need to take a skip.
I immediately was like, nah, you don't take it. You got blueprint reserve arcing, but that is a good point.
If you want to preserve it, you would have to skip somewhere in the next 2 antes.
Right.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could have actually been a good one. Like, the more, yeah. Now that you're saying that, like, yeah.
And Bear may be playing a little too safe there. I guess some high cards shouldn't be too much. There's the Polychrome.
We got Polychrome and foil.
But copied the photo instead of reserved for hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, not going to
And
be
it
able
sucks
to
too
get
if
full
high cards
reserve
get down
value.
accidentally.
Doc, on the other hand, just drawing this flush house, he knows he can full farm reserved, and then that flush house copying photo will be more than enough. You don't even need
Not
a
that
copy photo.
farming reserved does a lot for
Wow,
you,
the
but it's
high card
really
just
big on
wins. Bear missing out on a lot of econ once again.
Yeah, and the blue seal on pair is not exactly what we want.
Not quite. Curious if Doc is going to use this Justice. We do have the red seal in the deck. He did pick that up. Not exactly going to work with the flush build on clubs at the moment.
What suit was the red seal?
I think
You
it's a
don't
club
remember, was it?
7.
Okay. I think I maybe would use one justice here then, because we've got the full. We can always full for another justice, and we open up that spot.
Yeah, throw it on that heart jack.
Yeah.
Because now you're a bit punished. You can't take this devil. I guess there's 2 Arcana packs. So if you want to use the Justice on a random face card, you can in the Arcana pack.
Yeah. But we could be blocking a pool of justice here as well. It's another issue there. They're very low on money right now.
Yeah, low on money. Hasn't seen that Hermit yet because just down Overstock. Already behind a reroll despite the overlay says there's no difference in rerolls this ante. That Overstock is just so strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it snowballs because it's you see less, and then your opponent finds the money, and then they can also make rerolls with that money, and then it's
Yeah.
so bad.
It is a very much game deciding voucher. But I mean, Bear claimed the first PvP. Maybe he can pull off the tempo win again.
We are up on glass, so there is that.
We might be
I'm
down
also
on
not
it
sure
after
that
this
Doc picked up
blind.
that Polychrome. Yeah.
Not sure what the plan
Maybe play
to
it
survive is.
Might be able to use some pairs. We did play.
You
one
got the
one
pair level. I think this pair does win with the card sharp, no? The queens? If you copy card sharp,
Yeah,
it definitely
probably.
does. I think without
Yeah.
copying card sharp, it's very close.
We're using our pair levels to get out. There's like maybe even a little bit of consideration to play the glass instead, keep the blue seal, and then maybe you can copy reserve parking. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, just playing one glass king and then copying reserve there, get more money as well as another pair level, but just gonna take the safe line, find another justice here, more glass. I think Doc actually blocked that because of overstock, so Bear gonna be up to 4 versus Doc's 2. Does still have the.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Stock also holding on to this justice. Which is what I was saying.
Well, there's no justice in the fool anymore, so. I'm not sure what he did
yeah.
use the justice on.
Didn't see that either.
Just a jack of spades.
Wasn't the red seal. Okay. Yeah, so if we would have used it sooner, we might have gotten the other justice.
Bear makes another glass, but puts it on the jack of hearts, now queen of hearts. I think his other glass is on king of hearts. Likely gonna play towards flush house. I don't like that, but maybe the rank doesn't matter if we're just spamming flushes for this card sharp. Still no base malt on flush house, and there's the hermit being a roll in the shop. Doc not gonna risk the reserve copy for the 50 cents.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely doesn't feel worth it there if you don't know for sure that you're totally okay. I've definitely made a silly mistake like that before and lost a life in a situation like that. Death some of our hearts. Or sorry, hang some of our hearts.
Might even fool the hangman here with the 53 card deck.
It's not a bad idea.
But just down a lot of glass here, and one of the glass in Doc's deck is just on a random 6.
Yeah.
Still definitely can be used in a flush though.
Yeah.
The bull is looking rougher and rougher for Bear, but this blueprint's going, and it won him the first PvP. I think, so. It's not useless.
I feel like there's a world where the bull does just end up working out. I don't think it's likely, but
probably
if
not the
he
world
continues to
where we
be
have
weak,
$8. It helps because they have no flush levels. That chips
yeah.
plus the foil photograph.
Well, but it's also like it's also Polychrome. So if it's a pretty
Yeah.
weak seed, just the times 1.5 with a little bit of chips isn't, it's not bad. If we can keep up the tempo, be ahead on glass, and then have a little bit of an extra boost from that as well, before Doc can really make use of this overstock. Because I think that's a consideration for Bear, right? Is because we know we're down on overstock. Like you can't imagine that Doc didn't take overstock there, and so going with a
Doc takes
weird tempo play.
the burger. To copy with blueprint can have a whole lot of hands. You know exactly what your opponent's doing if you're Bear.
Yeah, I can get a lot of money. All right.
Hello again.
Hello.
Wait, I don't even know what I'm doing here. What was the plan?
How long will it take for Bear to notice?
We gotta prime a flush and then maybe play our big one. So I think we just do copy parking here. Burglar? Okay. That's not good. He's got way
What do you have to say about that?
more money. I'm more worried about your hands than your score.
I've got a few of those. I could dance all day.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't... let's just get ahead. Make him play one more hand. Then I'll only have 7 left.
I'm curious how much Doc is going to try to go for a kill here versus just...
It's real tempting to
Working
farm
in
up all
cash.
this money when you don't have to worry about winning. But now he can play a flush and set up the card sharp.
Okay, I'm
not
still
gonna
ahead.
do it. I imagine he's just going econ here.
Back over to you, I suppose.
Okay then.
And with the sheer number of hands, is able to force turn order anyways.
Do we copy you? No, we gotta just go for money here.
Not for long here.
Okay.
We send it back over there. I'll
Yeah,
keep
with
the
that play,
blue
it looks like
seal.
he's just
Try to only
focusing
draw.
full econ.
It'd be hard to miss my draw on all of these hearts.
Maybe
I don't even think I should be playing this.
Nope. Yeah,
Well, I don't
Doc's
know. If he has burglar, he's
mean,
doing full econ. Maybe his
Doc
next
is gonna
game won't
be-
that good.
up on Overstock and way up on Econ with a
Let's
nice
see.
amount of money
That's
in the
only
bank.
X2, and that's X3.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll play the flush house as the last hand. Take a stab at
Okay.
it, going for a copy photo. Got some high base values.
Finally ran out of hands.
How do I want to do this? I guess we could try that. That's a cool guy move.
I don't think it beats this flush here from Bear, but we got a way higher base values on both chips and malt.
Okay. That does seem pretty cool.
Wait, that had card sharp value. I didn't realize.
Does
Wait
this
up.
get there? We do get, like, chips, more malt than I was expecting to. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know
If
if
Doc
I'm a
wins
cool
this,
guy. I'm gonna find out.
He's in a real good spot. The Bear's
Yeah.
gonna take it. As well as get that flush level.
Excellent.
Okay, cool enough.
Cool enough. All right.
See you in
See
the
you
next
in a
one.
bit.
Yeah, I
wow,
don't
I
think
don't.
Doc
oh, yes, hold
minds
on.
that too much. I think that
Wow.
Doc-
Eternal
oh my gosh.
rental sock, and this is where that bowl punishes you because you got to get out of your econ early, or you got to sell this blueprint.
Yeah. Honestly, on Bear's side, yeah, there's not any crazy skips there. I think we just sell the blueprint here.
Could consider the card sharp. No, Bear can't sell this blueprint. He needs to go for the tempo win right now. He needs to take the next life and then figure out a way to take the last one. Oh, here's a
Yeah, but I mean-
Polychrome King. The sock.
Okay, there is actually a world where Bear sells the reserve parking, picks that up, full skips, and full skips the next ante as well. That could win.
That
We have a
probably
huge last
doesn't
pitch.
win. But it could. I'd like that play.
I mean,
The
if
problem
we're
is
up
Bear has
blueprint
no
for
idea
2
where
PvPs
Doc
and
is.
up class.
But it's only
Yeah.
a play you can make
Yeah.
when your opponent's on 2. Bear has a lot of lives. I like that play. But it's an impossible decision to make without all that info. Doc gonna sell at a card sharp, keeping the burglar. Gonna continue to make an insane amount of money. Maybe Bear just needs to do this so he can insta hit the timer on Doc.
Reserve parking, it's not even a matter of how fast you play, it's just a matter of it just takes so long to do the thing.
Gotta hit the quad skip and hope that Doc's bajillion dollars doesn't have anything. Oh,
I really feel
like
like
a
it could work.
Chat.
We don't have a lot of other
I don't
options.
think it could work
Yeah,
anymore.
well, yeah, now it's kind of over. But yeah, it's yeah.
That's, I mean, Bear should be able to find the Chad still. If he was double skipping, he'd need to take like 5 rolls here.
Yeah, can maybe find it.
Be the time.
Because I definitely think it's still possible if Bear does go that route.
If he finds the Chad
Um,
and full skips, he definitely could. Like,
Yeah.
I'm only
now
thinking
you
about
can
it because
copy the photo and it's going to
2
be
lives
a
already,
lot
too.
of X-Malt.
And I think especially if
He's already in the
we
next
find that, I
shop.
think if we find that in this
So
shop,
I've
it's
I've
especially
given
worth
him
doing
plenty
for
of
Bear
time.
because of the fact that like we do not have another.
Why
jumper.
don't I?
So anything comes up and we're just in deep trouble, right? Like it's fine to drop the card chart for photo chat.
Why don't we
Like,
just do
that's
it?
not
I don't think
the
it's the right play.
I think
but
he's
I'll
doing
do
it.
Something
anyway.
else comes up.
I think he's doing it. I think he's double skipping. He
Sometimes a
needs
play
to
is
find the
just a
Chad
play.
here. There it is.
Oh,
Hold up.
Okay.
Double skip.
Yep.
Yup. Okay.
man. Oh man. Even though like normally if I'm playing, I would probably be in Doc's position. I don't think I would have done the kind of things Bear has done, but it's exciting as heck.
This is the way to close it out. Doc, once again, in a way better position, but in a much worse life position.
Yeah.
Maybe you skip for a negative.
And he sees that time and he knows
All right, so we got
something's
time to cook.
Doc
Probably knows
might
what the blueprint is.
take the negative skip, so he has this blueprint and tries to take just this PvP.
Yeah.
So that play for Bear doesn't work anymore. But Bear's up glass, he should be able to take it, and it gives less time for Doc to find something. Could be good for Bear if Doc skips here. Also, Bear having the Sun card is very nice here to build a good hand. We don't gotta play flushes anymore with that card sharp gone. Doc just gonna rip it to play whatever here.
Also, aren't we still in a position where like aren't all of Bear's glass on face cards? And I think Doc's got like that random 6 still or something.
Yeah, one glass face card and that's it. 50 card deck, definitely not guaranteed it. Bear has 58 cards though. So...
I was like, yeah, that's true. That could be an issue for sure.
And a Justice.
Yeah, it's pretty bad for Bear.
But the Doc has to
One
skip
Justice
here.
doesn't... Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
The copy on photo is 16x.
Yeah, it's a lot of points.
I'm gonna listen and see what he's thinking about it.
Um,
Also, Justice on that King's a real nice.
If we make the Polychrome into glass, then it's forbidden. Then we don't ever get to play it, which is maybe fine. Lucky's plus Chad, or do we go Emperor here?
Might have to wait a second to find it. Hear his thoughts on that.
Not the best
With this kid.
Lucky's.
Not the main cook.
For sure, for sure.
That's worse.
Bean?
There's a
That's a way to
bean.
win. It's better than
We
reserve,
like
come on.
parking. Maybe parking is
If you took
greedy
the
at this
Magician, I
point.
would take the Bean,
So
but maybe not. If you're
maybe we
skipping,
go
you take the
Bean
Bean.
here. Bean plus Chariot. Cool. Well, we can hold
so
Arrowhead.
justice
We don't need. $7
Emperor in
bucks
the full.
here.
Or Earth in the full now. I think he's skipping. $38
we might have
feels
missed
weird
the
to skip,
discussion about
but
that. We do have 2
Yep.
rentals and no econ jokers.
takes the skip.
Oh,
This
yeah?
is
Okay.
a very
We did.
important PvP.
Yeah, it really comes down to this. I mean,
Hello.
it's funny because it's 2 lives to 4, but this PvP probably decides the game.
This has been an interesting one so
Glass
far.
draw for Bear. Polychrome 8 as well. Flush house looking very likely.
Very unpredictable.
But the other glass is spread out on some kings,
Do
so
you
maybe
feel like
you go kings
you
and
do
queens.
better on if it's a gold stake game that's just like brutal and
Yeah.
you're scraping by?
Yeah, when it's absolutely disgusting. That's when I do my best work.
I see. I kind of thought that. This seed
My
has maybe
favorite.
been a little more generous.
Perhaps. I guess I'm gonna try.
I don't like this hand from Doc. Well, I guess because he's playing into hearts, it doesn't matter that much.
I forgot there was a Polychrome King too. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Maybe we could do 1, 2, 3,
I see.
4.
But
No, it's
playing
still
on
not
6
5
is
glass.
just as strong as any face card. It's a few weaker.
Really good looking
Yeah, this.
hand from
I'm just going for the glass.
Bear here.
I'm not gonna try to hold a gold. There's kind of no point. Oh my god, I
Definitely
thought I was
not
playing a pair.
photo if you're not playing
Kinda.
glass.
That's why I didn't move the 8 to the front. But I would have copied this if I had the queen on the front.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't get very deep in this deck, do I?
Bit after maybe.
I mean, Bear guaranteed has at least
Maybe I
a
should
flush
hold
with
on to
both
that
these glass.
Polychrome.
Yeah, which could end up being enough
If Doc
Doc
finds
isn't
the
able to-
Polychrome, which he should, but hasn't yet,
Yikes.
he should take it because of the Chad. That Polychrome glass is going to be very valuable.
I mean, no matter what I draw,
Yeah, definitely
I can
possible
make a
to cut
flush
one
with the
back here.
sun.
They're
but I
not
thought
drawing
only
into
wanna
that
use it on
flush
these-
house.
Guess let's start.
One more hand to go.
I gotta try to find something better though than this. I guess this is what I copy here.
Looks kind of gross. no
Doc
matter
also
what we
won't want to
allocate.
risk
Oh no, I guess it's that.
the Polychrome glass. 50-50
Could
chance
also pull
he
for
draws
hand
it.
man for Doc.
I could definitely do that if I want to.
Yeah.
This,
Pull for
also-
hang man for Doc to increase.
this
the
might give him
Maybe
turn
one of
order.
those.
Bear,
I
bottom
mean, the
decking,
deck is full size.
2 pieces of glass, 3 pieces of glass actually.
No hand or discard voucher either. This feels
Yeah,
unlucky.
turn order,
He's already
still no
above me with
Polychrome
that
glass.
score, too.
Gonna
I mean,
be
rough draw for Bear, but
photo
we
copy.
might see an even rougher draw for Doc.
Okay, let's see. If I
Beam
copy
can't save him.
sock, we're getting an extra x2, x4, x6.
glass
he hasn't set up
first,
the
If I copy,
copy,
Yeah,
well,
glass
between
first.
photo and chat, it's always is it always
Definitely
photo? If I
not
copy
Polychrome
chat,
first
I'm
copy
getting
pull,
an
that's for
extra
sure.
It's
I don't
copy
think that
chat.
was the
2,
plan.
4,
for extra 20 chips.
816.
Yeah,
If I copy photo,
Yeah.
I'm getting an extra.
Let's put the glass
It's
first.
3 of these, which is what 2, 4, 8. So it's this here. I'm in trouble because I didn't draw all my glass cards.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Wait,
Is
no,
set up
hold on.
correctly.
If we copy photo, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2, 4, 8, 16. So
Either
it's the same
way
as,
won't matter much.
Chad.
I wonder
And then the order of everything
if
else
Doc is
doesn't
even going to
matter.
risk the Polychrome glass.
That too. Then he just needs to find a 16x,
Yeah,
which
okay, I'm
is
confident
2
with that.
glass cards. That's all the blueprint is right now, is 16x.
Alright, I'm playing now.
Okay.
That's a very
Problem
solid
is I
and
need
90
to win
mil.
this one, and because
Yeah.
that's why like there's 2 blueprints.
And Doc
so I
won't,
like
Well,
win
won't do
and
the
then
math
win
to know if
for
the
this
Polychrome
blueprint
wins.
to work out. I think I just
Okay.
probably drew
so-
too bad, and he can get me.
Man, I just have way more.
Yeah, it's a
cards
lot of
than
work.
I
He's
would like to
guaranteed
have.
number 1 or 2 for the playoffs.
I'm right there with
anyways. Why bother?
I think I'd do it
Why did
this
that just-
way.
This would be Doc's first ever loss. That'd mean I'm the only one undefeated. Doc, please lose. He does
Okay.
draw it though in the flush house, 3 steel, down
and then I
a glass
could
though.
do it this way.
Definitely copy Chad for Doc.
Okay. So I just have to decide if I do that.
Oh,
then
I guess
it's
I could have done this extra 5 mold if I
or
fixed,
those.
fixed the order there.
That wins with the higher base values.
And if I do that,
Extra
then
10 volt.
it's
Makes a
if I
huge
lose by,
difference.
more of those.
Like 1,000 points, I'll take the L.
But it's also those.
And the glass with the Polychrome together.
That Polychrome
There's a lot of
first
this,
with
that, and those
that
going
many
on.
Yeah.
4 extra triggers on it, but the glass
I
is
think this is
pretty much equivalent to that. Flush
marginally
house level
better.
higher than the flush.
So
The steel,
let's
I think Doc
try-
takes
let's
this.
try it. There we go. It's on
He's
its
gonna
way.
risk it.
So,
And this would be very bad for Bear if he loses. He takes it.
yeah.
Blueprint
Bear, I don't.
debuffed.
It's going to be
Mm.
extremely difficult for Bear to win now.
Hold, negative tribe for both players. That's actually kind of cool. That's
is.
definitely a solid hit for what you can get. I think Bear still has to double skip though. He still needs to put Doc on 1 somehow.
what does it even matter for Bear? This like, what can you do? It's
Well,
looking really bad.
what is Doc up right now?
I mean, I guess we're just up a Joker slot. Really.
Overstock.
We're up, and Overstock. Yeah,
That's it.
we're up Overstock and a Joker slot.
Well, Bean is not negotiable.
All right, fine. We're up Overstock and a Bean then. I feel like if you didn't find it worth mentioning and saying what he's up, then I think it is negotiable.
Yeah, I mean, Bear's in a scary position, but his way to win this game is double skipping this ante. It is, because Doc is just going to see more every ante, and Bear is up a blueprint right now, and then you just got to
Like, how
figure
do
out
you
something to
take the
take that last
last life?
life. Doc, oh, he has a death for the
Yeah.
Polychrome glass. That is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bear's going to
Like,
double
I
skip.
guess yeah.
It's his only option, really.
But I don't see how it's an option at all. I mean, I guess maybe you hope Doc dies to a blind again, gets too greedy. Like,
Voucher skip it into overstock, and then you're in similar positions, just down to Nanti.
yeah.
That's
Down an anti, down
understandable.
Polychrome
Okay.
glass.
If Doc just bottom decked that round, Bear might have been able to pull the play off. If Bear didn't
Yeah.
bottom deck as well, Bear had 2-3 more glass that would have just won. 16x from those 2 glass face cards.
In fact, even if we didn't draw other glass, if we drew enough kings and queens at the end there for a flush house, might have been enough.
I don't think that would have been enough.
It's about a ×4 difference. I think we had a level 1 flush, right? So
It's level 2.
that's like
It's not a ×5
oh,
difference.
it's level 2. Okay.
Doc
Yeah,
able to
it
get
would've
the
been really
copy off there.
The chips difference too? I don't know. Probably not. It would have been close.
Bean diff. True. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you, Ryan. We're watching Doc versus Bear. Bear has been double skipping 2 antes in a row to keep a perishable blueprint alive.
Yeah,
But
and
his
Midas is going to continue to got some gold cards in the deck now.
plans-
Continue to widen the econ gap here.
were foiled last PvP with Doc
So
squeezing
I
out the
think
win.
what Doc needs to hopefully realize, I mean, he's in a decent position regardless of what he does, but I think it will help Doc a lot if he realizes that his opponent still has the blueprint. You know, they've double skipped both times. That means blueprint is still alive and well. We just don't worry about this PvP, because what's the point in trying to win it when we're down a blueprint now, but also up in so many other things for the future?
Miracles can
Also, we should
happen.
just find another blueprint or something. Yeah, I mean, Bear can get terrible draws and Doc can still just take the win here, but I think it's probably just in Doc's interest to not go for the kill yet, or not go for a life. Just go down to 1 and accept.
Yeah, Blueprint
Being at
16x,
1.
Doc is a death away from being able to beat that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or a Justice, yeah. With that Justice, he is just in a better scoring position right now, down a Blueprint.
Blueprint can be more than 16x depending on our draw, because we can copy sock.
Well, there's 4. Oh, there's 7 glass now. I don't know where 7 came from.
Yeah. And there's also a Polychrome in there too.
Okay, yeah. Sock can be a 32x. Well, actually, it's 64 with the photo. Doc gonna get out the flush house, this bean giving him the blue seal value, all these gold card value, as the out for a golden ticket would be a lot of money right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Doc and you lose this game, it's just unlucky. It is how it is. He is everything in his favor right now. Overstock giving anything, solid taros, or any decent draws Doc does, just take it.
Yeah, it'd have to be extremely unlucky, I think, on Doc's side to lose at this point. And it's definitely not impossible. I think I've seen comebacks from worse, but it's looking really bad for Bear. It's funny that despite being up a blueprints and up a life, Bear is in an abysmally bad position.
I just looked at the score for Ryan versus Zeno. No spoilers, but...
Alright.
Hello again.
Here we go.
Hello, welcome back.
You asked for a short game, and I'm trying to deliver.
That's my fault. I'm holding this up, to be honest.
Oh no, it's okay. Does anything else I do matter besides the last hand? No is the answer.
I feel obligated to make this play at some potential risk.
Yeah, Doc not going for the kill here. Likely gonna go to one life.
Yeah, with the way Doc's holding those gold cards, I think Doc will. It is as I was saying, just recognizing we're not going to win this one, going for the money.
Bear should double skip
I
next ante just for the mental warfare.
This and this.
And he thinks they
so
still have
much
the
better.
blueprint.
There's so much more glass left too.
How we played this amplified
we get rid of
determined
this.
really what Doc is playing.
Maybe a little bit of this.
Okay.
Now I can
Guess
tell
we
you
are
what he's
going to
doing.
try.
Okay, I'll keep that guy.
I'm gonna need a little bit more of that, I think.
Doc drops another queen.
Go pair of kings over pair of queens to make. Well, against that we're not forcing turnover anyways, so.
Yeah, gonna try to play the queens here. Bear has a lot better draws than last time. 3 glass has the sun as well. For that extra 6. Yeah, that's a lot more glass than last time.
Full glass hand for Bear here.
Happy with where I'm at
It's
now.
not full face card, so that sock copy not gonna be quite as good.
Polychrome King would actually be better than this.
It's still the best copy though.
So I guess it's to me then.
Good hand. The dog does go for it.
You know, we took it last time down a blueprint. And you
this
know
is
your
the
opponent's only played
round
one
I should
shot.
Definitely win.
I guess
But then we have a big problem after. If I somehow lose this,
I did see that you skipped. And maybe that's some kind of information to me.
Well, actually, Doc had the blueprint last time
Okay,
as well. I forgot.
so I think in that case,
I don't think he's gonna risk it.
I think let's do... what the heck? Alright, it's on its way.
He ships it.
oh boy.
Never mind.
Almost holds off. Decides to go for it.
One breaks. That's impactful.
Painful
Okay,
breakdown.
that's a bit bigger than last time.
At least it wasn't both.
Bear should
Yeah.
take it here though.
I'd like to think I can beat that.
Okay. That's spooky. Accepted. Okay.
Crunchy.
And that does. All right. So then, that's it.
I still have enough.
That's a bummer. Not more.
And there goes the blueprint.
Okay, see you in the next one.
Doc on last life.
See you in the next one.
All right. So I'm saying the exact same thing I
Yeah,
said last.
Doc on 1 now, but in a much better position, I would say. Bean, you are muted, by the way. I don't know if it's
Muted on
intentional.
Discord. My bad.
I wasn't sure if you were just like quiet the whole PvP, or then I went and checked Discord. I was like, oh.
Oh, a death right away. Deaths are a lot more valuable for Doc with that polychrome glass. As well as just the red seal. I guess the 10 isn't good until you strength it. Now's a perfect time for a blueprint to show up. I think that'd be hilarious.
Would that favor? I mean, I think that favors Doc. Yeah, 100% favors Doc with the extra Joker slot. You can't tell me being at 1 is non-negotiable. Bear checking out the mods.
I think he's looking at Doc's score to see what their difference is down the blueprint, which was a 32x there. So Doc
that's
definitely
fine,
would have scored
sure.
more without it.
We've skipped so many times. Maybe we want to take the speed tag. We're low on money.
Voucher skip. Oh, it was for the not a great voucher to skip for. No, should have done the slowdown game speed tech into blank into
True.
antimatter, and not enough money to buy them.
$12.
I guess you could buy the blank and then the antimatter shows up.
Oh, true, because then you can get in the next shop.
I don't know if that tech
Man,
actually works
having
or is possible with only 2 vouchers showing up. I think you'd need a buffer between them.
well, maybe not, but it gets really slow when you go to 0.5 times speed.
Doc,
It might be doable if you're
Forget
quick.
to sell the bean. It is a sign of respect to let the bean die of old age rather than putting it down.
You gotta be optimal. Sell that bean. It's doing nothing for us anymore. Send it to the farm. Or whatever the saying is.
What is the plan to get out here? We're holding all this gold, but high card doesn't win. Looking for the death target as well. Likely not going to find it here.
Yeah, maybe we're just trying to get as many goals as possible, knowing that we're gonna play a decent number of them.
Just ship the
Yeah.
flush house for that blue seal value as well, and forgets to sell the bean. That's a respectful player right there.
He tries to sell it, it's too late.
I think Bear is considering 8-ball right now.
He's probably spent like $200 more than me already.
Close. There's a rental 8-ball that comes up after this. Don't buy it, Bear.
I'm only okay taking this much time because I'm thinking about
You
skipping.
can't put your last Joker slot. I
It's the
mean, I
ironically
know
named
we're
speed tag
behind, gotta take
that
some
I'm stalling
crazy
for.
moves, but
Bear
Maybe
is
that one's a
actually
little bit too
considering the
crazy.
speed tag.
I mean, we are freaking broke. Like, it's gold stake. We're not getting any money from that blind. Actually, I think I totally agree
Yeah,
with that.
you have
play.
1 gold card. That's your only value generation. You're just missing out on 2 packs, but you already know you're missing out on a lot of the shops. So
Yeah, like we're probably not able to, like we're probably losing money in this next blind. We might not even be able to buy like hardly anything in the next shop.
I mean, if a blueprint shows up, Bear does win because, well, until Doc can get his glass together. Because right now, he's got that one Polychrome Glass Heart King. He's got these Red Seal Glass, which aren't that good. He's got... They're all spread out and hard to put together in a strong hand, especially when all your levels are in Flush House right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of very potential-y glass cards in Doc's deck.
A Suit Changer, a Strength, a lot of things to get them ready, and just one more shop on one life to pull it off. Bear does take the skip.
Yeah, a lot more money than we would have had in the previous shop. I think I totally agree.
Especially with the 2 rentals, I didn't even realize it was there.
Yeah.
Also going to be able to take this rental 8-ball. What's Doc's Flush House level? Level
Pretty
6,
high.
34 base
Yeah.
malt is a pretty substantial difference alone. Buffoon Pack has nothing, so this... I guess there's still an Arcana. Oh, actually going to take... Hangman in the Arcana. So the skip, definitely not punishing Bear here.
Yeah.
Oh, the Showman would be such a good play if we literally had any slots. So 5 Eternals for Bear. 5 Eternals is
This
nasty.
bowl is really haunting us. I still like, I get why Bear took it, and I don't even think it was necessarily
Justice,
wrong, but
Death.
pushing.
Doc able to find that Justice because he's up the Tarot Merchant would have been very useful for Bear to throw it on the Polychrome King as well.
Doc is gonna maybe take the... He's thinking about him.
Doc has the room. He has Overstock, okay, Econ.
Yeah, it's not too bad of a play.
It is a gamble.
It is. Like, we don't have a ton of... Well, we got like gold seal and a bunch of gold cards. We have ways to get more money. But not like a ton of ways, so having a common being the thing that we can find to fill up that final Joker slot. Maybe more likely than getting 2 useful things without Photo and Chad in the pool.
Doc goes next with $40. That, I mean, I know he likes spacing his rerolls. $1 versus 40 entering the PvP.
I mean, we've also got Death and Justice, so...
Welcome back.
Blur.
I think Bear got deeper that ante
A little bit
despite
spooked. A little bit
the
spooky
Overstock
over there.
difference.
Is that so?
A little bit.
You're sure? I mean, he also skipped.
I think so. Maybe.
Thanks.
Well, you know what? I'll save my comments for after the game potentially.
Okay.
Might as well keep you. Let's see.
All right, that felt like a good move. I'm happy about that one.
Do I keep you? I got 2 more and I can death 1. I don't even know if I keep you.
The Polychrome is just better than the Glass
Wait.
6.
Okay, now do I keep that one? It's the same thing. There's 2 more glass left.
I think we do them like this.
Doc very much valuing turn order here. Shipping his Red Seal Glass for it.
Okay, bigger number. Bigger number.
Nice.
That's
Let's just drop this guy. We gotta go for the best possible
That's
hand.
fair. I think the Polychrome Glass is more valuable than the Red Seal Glass anyways, and it's already on the card we want it on. We don't have to do anything to get it there.
Okay, if I actually draw 0 hearts here, I'd be in very bad shape, but that should be impossible. I gotta look for the best I can get. Oh,
Yikes.
I totally whiffed it again.
Missing one glass card. That's a 4x.
Not sure why I did that.
Well, this really was not ideal. But I think it's basically over when I don't
Maybe
win
think we
that
shouldn't have used the justice yet, possibly.
first time I skip for blueprint. I don't even have any joke order to think about now.
That works, I guess.
34 mil. Doc.
Over to
should know he
me.
has this.
That's what
Now I have
we're
to.
working with.
I have to do my calculations here.
Does he?
I think we're down what, like one glass, but way up on
Uh,
a lot of other things.
okay.
Got the polychrome, got the higher base levels.
Come on, risk
He's
it, Doc.
scoring like a billion
Risk it.
here, probably, right? Wait, no.
Is he just-
Sorry, what are we?
That's
Not
that
gonna
many,
calculate it
which
out,
means
just
I
gonna throw
just
that?
Should be that many.
He's probably scoring like 10
Hmm.
million.
He's thinking,
Suspicious.
He's just not thinking about it.
He
Although-
ships it. Is it
Yeah.
enough?
Suspicious.
I don't think that's enough.
He hates the math. He hates
That was
doing
less than I
math.
thought it was gonna be.
Gives it to Bear once
I was not
again.
expecting that at all.
Just too
I can't believe he could
lazy.
just
The
yeah,
math
agreed.
professor.
Polychrome.
Oh my god.
Like having it first with the chat is just so much.
I
I
thought you
I
knew.
had the
Yeah,
polychrome
one
glass
polychrome
cards
clears.
in my hand, but then I didn't want to play them because I didn't want them to break. I should have just played them.
Oh god.
This greedy
Okay.
guy.
I was like thinking you knew exactly what I
And
did.
Bear, the first player
You did
to beat
skip,
Doc
so
in
I
a
guess
set.
You were. My guess was you were skipping for the blueprint.
Yeah, I had 2 left on the blueprint, and I was just gonna full skip twice and win both those rounds. That was the game plan.
Yeah.
And then I lost the first one because I couldn't get all my glass cards. So I thought I was kind of screwed at that point.
Nice.
I did too.
You ended up with
Oh, great game.
the order too,
Oh
huh?
my gosh. Oh my god.
Sorry. What about the order?
Or is it the tribe?
Oh yeah. So I saw you skipped, and then so I was like, okay, well, I will skip also, and then that way, maybe I don't have blueprint for as many rounds as you, but maybe I have it for one more round.
Oh yeah, okay.
So like the negative, what I didn't want was I didn't want you to get a negative that I would want. So I was like, okay, well, we both take the negative, and it's either both good or both bad. And so no matter what happens, it's neutral.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Wait, this is big news for me.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Well, there you go.
What's big?
Yeah,
Doc losing there.
another strange game.
Yeah,
kinda.
Especially
It's
with-
one of those where it's
with
you
2
feel like
matches
you're playing
today
on gold stake until you're not.
going in.
The photograph in the chat shows up, and it's like,
True.
okay, now we're playing
True.
a different game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Until Fine Bird beats it, yeah.
All right, well, one more. Are you
man.
okay with gold stake?
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
That's fine by me. So I picked the
Cool.
deck then.
Yeah.
What do I want to pick?
I need to get some
Why don't we go
food. I'm
Anaglyph?
hungry.
Anaglyph deck? Oh, that's a weird one. Fun.
I mean,
I
Bear
just-
was skipping
I'm
a
a little
lot
bit addicted to
last
skipping.
time. Yeah.
I got a taste of it,
Oh,
and
now
I
that
want
you've had
more.
a taste, you want more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, once again, good luck.
Good luck.
We're in it.
This, I don't know.
Gold stake. Anaglyph.
This may be an undeserved W, but we.
Nah. So 3 of a kind. Doc just gonna commit to the flush. Both players are likely gonna have this exact same draw, missing the hearts flush and playing the straight. But it's crazy to draw 4 hearts immediately and then not draw any for the remainder of your hands. An immediate rental Dusk is a nasty start. I want to hear what Doc thinks about this. Surely we're not buying the banana.
In the literal first shop.
These players do not break between games at all.
Yeah. And a Lusty Joker, bear rewarded. If he's taking
Think
this
I
dusk, the Lusty's going to score quite a lot. Doc just passes the dusk and the buffoon pack. Bear, take it.
I mean, okay. It can go very wrong for you, but a rental dusk right
Dusk
at the
is the
beginning of
best Joker in the
Gold
game. But it is the worst thing to take a rental shop one. There's also a tough choice for Doc here. Gonna go the Mega Buffoon and immediately rewarded.
Stake. Nice.
As well as seeing that Lusty that Bear found in the first Buffoon. Potentially could find some other stuff, but not gonna have enough for the Mega Buffoon actually. So Doc extremely rewarded for passing that Dusk.
Yeah, I think that Doc is in a really good position if it's a weak seed. And Bear is in a kind of good position if it's a strong seed, I feel like. Because Doc will still be up the money and
Yeah,
be able to make more despite being down.
Because
the
this dusk costs you as long as the game lasts. That's a lot of money throughout the match, especially on a gold stake game. There's definitely some things that could reward it immediately. Ancient Joker, Bear probably wins off a tempo win. There's an Ancient Joker in the shop frame. A photograph is pretty decent with this Lusty Joker. There's a lot of Jokers that just make this Dusk game winning, but it's also a big cost.
Yeah, and like there's also even like a little bit of a question of can we afford those Jokers if they do show up? Like that's how bad Recon is right now.
My, that's a Joker you can just afford and have no money for the rest of the game. Zero deck
I think
fixing
a
as
fair take
well.
that
You
we're
have
like-
to pass the idol.
Yeah.
You have to pass it.
Yeah. I think both players need to pass it here. I think that I don't know.
Minus
I
$6 a round, you're just never climbing out of that hole.
I almost always skip. Like I'll take an Eternal Idol decently often on Gold Stake. I almost always skip a rental idol on Gold Stake early on.
Is
It's
Doc
just-
gonna take it?
It's too much.
No, he's selling for Riff Raff surely. No, he's gonna
I
take
genuinely
it.
can't take this. Genuinely.
Yeah, I don't.
Where?
I don't think we want that.
I mean, you get a Chad, this idol's looking pretty good. You can at least check what's in
Yeah.
the Riff Raff. Well, there it is, rewarded. Now, Idol Chad, that's arguably better than Idol Dusk with no deck fixing, so
Yeah.
very solid. That to-do list also extremely strong, and Doc's position looking real good. Only down 3 triggers and doesn't have to pay this rental fee for it. It's looking like this might not be a 3-0 sweep.
Yeah. I really like Doc's vision for sure. For sure. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Huh. Do you sell the
I
item?
feel like. Yeah. I think you do. I think you sell. You sell Idol and Banana.
Oh, the double skip. We're skipping double rare as well for Bear. Can he pull off the double skip win? Skipping for an idol on 7 of hearts. You know what? With the Lusty, it's usable. It's
Yeah.
usable. Not going to beat Photo Chad likely, but it's something.
Oh no.
I'm just
Oh,
glad we're in
no.
for a quick game.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised if this one is not quick.
Doc keeps the idol. You know, his opponent likely took that Dusk, especially seeing that double skip. I think you gotta assume your opponent's on the Dusk and the top end could be higher, so you want to keep your high end scoring open with this idol.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, right now the family is as much as the idol if we only have one idol. No, it's actually not, because never mind, it's times 8.
7 of spades hit for Doc. Eternal rental 8 ball. Zeno, if you're in game 3 and you're looking at this eternal rental 8-ball and you're in Doc's position, you take it. Because you can. You can take
Yes, he said yes.
it. Yes, you do.
I honestly, I maybe even do anyways. With Chad, that's just like, yeah. if
It
we're
is a
doing- if we're really
purely
gonna go for the
showmanship
title.
take. You do not take that 8-ball.
I really don't even think it's that bad of a move. Like, if we're gonna commit to the idol, we've got Chad. I don't know. Maybe that's crazy.
Triple rental.
I feel like his needs try-
Never buy anything for the rest of the game, but you get an 8-ball.
get-
You know, it's trade offer.
You get hermits from the 8-ball before you go completely broke. Like they
Yeah.
put luck in the
Temperance gonna give you like $3 because you only have rentals.
Yeah, I was about to say temperance and then I didn't say that because of that.
Aw.
Hello. I may have to go into skipping rehab after this.
I did see you did skip somewhat aggressively, some might say, perhaps. Rehab maybe.
The rare skip's understandable. The double skip for Bear.
I need to be shown the light.
What
and
can this
reform.
rare give? It has to be ancient.
Let's see,
Ancient
do I play
is what
2
Bear
hearts
needs.
already if I want to play a flush
Yeah.
with hearts at the end?
It's about
Hmm.
a 1 in 10.
Vagabond, I think, could also be one of
It's
the best.
probably
hits.
needlessly
that.
risky.
Don't think it maybe
Alright, that didn't
does
work.
enough
I
for
doubt
us,
it.
but
Probably just died to blinds before Vagabond could save us.
This
maybe.
is not.
Well, we have the
There's
the
the
lusty
7.
dusk. Finds the
Yeah,
7.
We got some things to say.
Wait, can Bear take this life?
I mean technically.
I think
With a
Doc.
full
just
Oh,
house,
has,
Doc
like,
does
a-
have the 7 of
has a full
spades and
Wait,
a
I'm
full
sorry.
house.
Okay.
What am I
yeah.
saying?
A lucky
no,
Brock
Checker
also
deck and Doc
secures
uses
it. Oh, he's gonna play
Okay,
the pair
so
first. I'm a fan of playing the full house and
Alright.
the pair.
I guess I just go down to my dusk hand.
So it's this
I mean,
Yeah, I
yeah,
guess
very
you
straight flush.
Give your
though,
opponent less
actually.
information.
into this.
I doubt I'm drawing
But maybe
into
Doc
that.
knew where the lucky hits were and is saving them for this one.
And we'll hold on the last hand.
See,
How
I
about
gave
that?
up 1 heart and I regret it.
Surely another heart shows up. Is
I've been forgiven.
Yeah, we're good.
plus 16 chips.
I mean, this
This
will be a
last-
respectable hand from Bear, but it won't be what Doc
And
has. Not
go
even
right
close.
ahead.
I mean,
All right, I'm coming in hot.
Dirty
Okay, I guess it's
base
kind of close.
mods?
That's a lot of yeah.
Without
yeah,
a
yeah.
lucky proc, I don't know if it's certain. Like 16x a
That
full house
a little
does
bit
not win.
tricky.
But Bear
Um,
or Doc needs a
I guess
lucky
we'll
proc. He's due for one,
Yeah.
but he doesn't get it,
Oh man.
and it's not enough.
All right then. Sweet.
Yeah. never mind.
Okay then.
Once again,
Now, what are the rares?
and also good luck.
Oh,
Good luck.
Vagabond. Hey, there's that. You were talking about that.
Yeah.
Maybe not very game saving, but it's solid. Getting some tarot
It
gems.
gives you. Yeah. It gives you some options. I guess also the Vagabond with double red.
I
is
just you
terrifying,
take the
though. It's good.
Vagabond, you take this crystal ball, you go next. Well, you go driver's license, sell the driver's license, go Vagabond, go Arcana pack, go crystal ball, of course.
Yeah. There's the line.
Here's a Death Fool for Doc in the Arcana. I'm not sure where the Fool is from. Actually, probably just in the shop slots that were blocked by 2 rares. Currently, it's a Fool for a Magician. I probably just Fool the Magician and then Death a lucky card. Or, I think I do. Fool the Magician and Death a lucky card.
I don't like how long Bear's looking at these skips.
It's the play. You've already won the set. You're in playoffs. It would be cinema. If,
yeah, this
if
beating
Vagabond
Doc
always
just-
gives the suit changer, you do the 4 of a kind with the idol. Could pull it off.
Yeah, I think beating Doc 100% solidifies the spot in the playoffs, doesn't it? Is absolutely good, very good thing for Bear. Like Bear was probably going to be in playoffs, but this was like, yeah, it'd be insane for him to not be in playoffs. Golden Joker on Dockside not even keeping up with the rentals.
This is an interesting seed.
For sure, for sure. It's like if this was white stake, this seed would just be like a super powerful seed. But on gold stake, and these things all get stickers, it's makes things really weird.
Bears are really thinking in this shop. We might be double skipping.
Oh man.
Don't distract Bean unless it's about the new limited edition pin set. I did order that, Zeno. I'm waiting for it. Gonna put it right here.
What's that?
MLB pins.
Oh.
They're real nice.
I need to check those out. I haven't seen this.
Also got the poster.
Ooh. I could probably put an MLB poster behind me.
There's space right there. Might be a bit dark. We'll get a light just for the poster.
Just have a spotlight right on it.
Mm-hmm. Like a movie poster at the theater.
Yeah.
Here's a certificate for Doc. A red seal. A purple seal Jack is a great card to build into. You can just continue going
Yeah.
for purple glass. Also being his only form of tarot gen.
Yeah, Doc. I know Doc loves certificate, and for good reasons. A very good Joker. Came a bit early. Not sure if Doc wanted that or not. With the lucky plus 20 right away.
My bear didn't double skip. We bought the crystal ball. I guess you had to spend down for Vagabond.
If Bear sees this throwback, you think Bear takes it?
I love the play. He is gonna see it. Oh wait, he would have to not skip next blind.
Yeah.
World card is a solid hit, just keeping those suit changers upstairs. But if he did skip, it would have paid off for Bear.
Yeah.
Gonna throw.
If he didn't take the negative skip, I don't think he'll take the buffoon back skip most likely.
I mean, I'm more of a fan of a buffoon pack skip than a negative.
I mean, like, sure, but like, I feel like there's reason to take the negative, even though if it's like kind of faulty.
Would it would have been a negative throwback? That would have been cinema. I guess he would have had to take just that and not the. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't have because Doc played both lines. There was no line to get the negative throwback. A negative throwback from a negative skip is just, it doesn't get better than that. Oh, $11 temperance? I mean, Vagabond's putting in some work.
Okay.
Idol hits clubs.
Not a negative money for this shot.
Fool for the temperance as well.
Oh, the golden is eternal. Oh, the skips messed up the stickers, so the golden is eternal for Bear. It was not eternal for Doc.
Right, the rare jokers. Gonna cycle that campfire with the Vagabond. I mean, it's kind of useless. Bear either scores a lot or he doesn't score at all.
I think with Bear's position at this point, I think we saw the idol. You saw the idol pick up the campfire.
No.
You make driver's license work, and then you make the campfire work later.
No. If you
saw the
Bears,
dust too.
Bear,
Like, screw
you
that,
have to
screw
play
that
toward. No, you think you just get out and play towards this rare skip? You gotta go for the idol. We're in too deep.
I don't know. The idol is just, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I guess also with Vagabond helps with the idol for. You can like get your suit changers mid blind even. Nah, that's a valid choice to make there.
There's throwback, a perishable,
Perishable.
and doesn't even have the money for it. I guess he would have to sell a Joker regardless. You gotta sell Campfire.
Are we gonna take it anyways?
If you're skipping, it doesn't matter if it's perishable. We're dying.
That's
We're
true.
dying in less than 5 rounds, anyways.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, we can still take the skip here. Stick up more jokers. Throw some more stuff in the fire.
Surely
Oh,
Vagabond
we're still-
gives a moon card. Also, Doc doesn't have much of a scoring setup here. Just Photo Chad. Don't think he has many levels or much deck fixing. There might be a 5 of a kind in there somewhere. 5 of a kind jacks. OD would have to play the lucky. There's not much to score. And then Doc's going to be in a risky position, barely able to survive the gold stake blinds. Bear can pull this off.
Yeah. I still think that selling Dusk and Idol
Oh,
could have
double
been a move.
buffoon tag. You gotta take the buffoon tag. That's got a blueprint in it for sure.
We got 26 seconds to think about it. Unless
Scale
we
the
just do
throwback.
it.
Driver's license could have been a rare block. Unlucky.
Ah.
I think you cycled this Joker slot for sure. Sucks that we sold Campfire though.
Yeah.
Timer's just gonna tick down here. If we're full skipping the rest of the game, won't matter. Surprised we took that over the ramen and gonna be punished for it.
We're gonna hold on to the rental driver's license after we sold the non-rental one. All right.
Hello, I lost track of my time there.
Oh, well, you made it just in time, I think.
I think so, hopefully.
I think he lost his buffer.
Yeah, we can't do this now. Damn.
Oh, he made too
That's
much
just me thinking
money.
too long.
Load one of those.
You don't lose life at first time out. Yeah, but I
No
don't like
vagabond
doing it
value.
anyway.
From the selling, that's why we went for the rental
I
instead.
think
Maybe?
we...
But it was too
Well, you
long.
weren't
what
supposed to
even
cycle
worth
if you-
anything here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really just the hearts.
Look at that. Spooky. Oh, yeah?
I think I ended up with the worst possible outcome coming out of that shop.
Yeah. Bear's not in a good position here.
If he had Vagabond value, there'd be a chance.
Yeah.
I think I need to do that. I think
Just
that's
one
kind of
one
important
moon
for me to
card
do
could
right
have
now.
the flush
Alright, we're not even
house.
gonna get any scoring from this guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
That
But we'd have to do that for a
Kind
few
of hurts,
more.
actually.
Can I
pieces
draw?
as well.
Doc will
Please,
die to
like
blinds.
one of
Draws the
lucky
10 of-
cards?
He discards the 10 of
Try
clubs.
one of
Doesn't matter
these.
much with this draw.
Well, this was the worst round of my life.
And we go next. Ace of spades with the
see.
world card. Double skip angle.
What's going on over there?
Yeah.
It's not. You only miss an overstock. I guess you can sell driver's license to buy overstock.
Oh my gosh.
Bear better double skip here. He's in too deep to give up now.
Yeah, at this point you gotta commit. You gotta commit.
Can go lucky heart cards. I probably go Emperor or Fool there personally, but negative. Oh, unlucky that the double tag isn't used on the negative.
Yeah, what's worse is that like the 2 foil tags. or
Oh.
two holographic will go first.
We're not gonna skip him. We're gonna instead see what it's like to die to the blind. Probably just gonna use the world card to get out.
Yeah.
Magician is a very good hit with this dusk. What is the plan here? Why are we playing 4? I'm so confused.
Find summon the
What
light of square.
hand? What? I think we're
Flush?
dead to this blind, or we're just praying to the lucky procs and ignoring idol, saving the world card. Yeah, we're dying to this blind for sure. Gets a sun though. Oh, never mind. You draw 3 aces, you can get out. You can undo your mistakes, use the world to get out.
I think we see it, given the fact that we select the 2 non-spades aces. Yeah.
It's completely bailed by drawing 3 aces with that draw. This is the way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Seeing if he can get away with 2. I think he needs a lucky proc if he does this.
Probably,
16x flush is
yeah.
not 9k. But the lucky cards would hit, surely. Actually, Doc didn't get a hit for a
Yeah.
while, so I don't know about that. Okay, he gets the plus 20.
Okay.
World card, and Idol hits. 9 of hearts, he can skip, he has the sun. And it's a negative, we're getting no value, we have to skip. We have negative
Yeah,
$8.
We can't get over Stockwood.
You can temperance to get up to $2. And there's a red seal, wild 10 for Doc. Already built into these jacks. Gonna be very good the second he gets a strength.
Yeah, maybe look at the driver's license, thinking maybe we didn't want to have that last rental.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's vagabond value. It gets the vagabond online. And then you just get 3 temperances around, so it pays for itself.
It gets the Vagabond online, and then Vagabond gets the driver's license online. Synergy.
Doc picking up overstock here. Still hasn't found anything. Doc is struggling. He could just start dying to blinds at this point. But here's the double negative skip. Throwback up to 2x. Gotta be an MLB record.
Nah, there was a game with Rare. Rare, I think, got it up to like 3.
Oh,
I
wow.
almost won with it, but then he missed a trib. That was it.
Let's see if Doc finds a trib here, I guess.
Yeah.
Doc playing a lot of lucky cards. I think kind of reliant on them to survive. Well, probably not. No money. Bummer. Still no money procs. Idol missing completely. Bear looking in a decent spot until this bean shows up. Gonna seal the fate for Bear, unfortunately.
I don't quite see how, but I must be missing
You'll see.
something.
Purple seal
Okay.
gives star card into flush house.
Gotcha, gotcha.
See, star card, step 1. We draw the 7 with beans. Step 2. We fool the star. Step 3. Told ya.
Alright, well, guess I just couldn't see it. Fair enough.
He's not gonna do that though. I'm gonna listen.
You know what? The flush house probably
He sees the
is
flush house
good.
line.
So
This isn't good for the bear
maybe
believers,
instead
though.
of making lucky cards, I go
Yeah.
diamonds 7, kings and queen, and then we go jacks of hearts. Pool upstairs.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit hard to be a bear believer in this situation.
I
How's
think
it going?
I'm making some plays this game that even I don't
I think it also
understand.
was last game.
Can't comprehend.
Been there.
Huh.
Be unknowable. Isn't that like the art of war or something?
Yeah. How about that?
Okay.
Good hit
What
stat.
order do we do this in? I can sell at least one of these. I don't want to sell another one, so I'm just going to use this.
Bear needs to
It's
draw
not bad.
quite a few 9 of hearts here.
Do I try to draw?
Not quite unknowable.
No.
Just nice general.
We could, if I draw
Well,
nines,
okay. I
we
mean,
could get a flush house.
give me a couple more tries. Hold on.
A strength could be strong. Does have room to
okay.
rip the
We
Emperor?
just need one now.
Lovers?
All right. No
Not
matter
really
what
useful.
happens here, I'm leaving with all of the cash.
I can
It's
also
a good
do my hits.
consolation prize.
Yeah. So maybe I'm not mad at it.
But you might be getting the grand prize here. I'm not sure. What are we on? We got this on 9. Give me a 9, please. I'll accept the 8. I accept your trade offer.
Can make a flush house on Bear's side. But
Okay, my computer is going
2 9s.
a little crazy at the moment. Hopefully this will be fine. And we're shipping them.
Gotta save the spicy one
And
for
only
the last.
2
Sending it up.
9 of hearts is a little brutal. 100,000. Doc knows he's got
Okay.
that without fooling the
I've
star.
been wrong before. I want to put that out there. But I think I might be able to do that much.
He has been wrong very recently, but
I should have just lovers. Oh, wait, no, I did lovers, and then I got this again at the end.
And
They're being more safe than necessary after.
I think the way that
I don't know
do
for
is I
sure if a
go
flush does it,
one
because I think we had
here,
some
one
lucky hits when we
there.
got that earlier score.
Something like that.
Wait, what? He does that, but then he. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got enough. Right?
wow.
All right.
Doc almost punished again for not doing the
I
math.
said I've been wrong before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you weren't wrong.
Okay.
If he didn't get those lucky procs before,
Okay.
holy
good luck.
negatives.
Yeah.
Good luck. What is
Yeah.
this?
Oh my gosh. Oh
Hey,
my
Mary Andy
gosh.
solid it.
Mary Andy, if it wasn't perishable and rental, would be great. But I mean, perishable
No,
doesn't really
it's a
matter, but the rental.
the perishable
well,
doesn't matter and the
rental
rental doesn't matter. So,
You know what?
and we get
That's
this
kinda-
voucher
that's kinda
here, and we
true.
hit the double skip, and we can work what did idle
Yeah.
it. 4 of diamonds. We've got the lovers. We're gonna get the strength star, of course. So close to rebate. True. Rebate would have been bad for Bear though. Would have distracted from the true goal of this match. We're not meant to have money. What is
We're
that
gonna
for?
see if we can get below -20.
We're going for records here. There's the rebate.
I could be.
Bean saving the day once again.
I could be wrong, but I think Raren's throwback was at 3.25. So if Bear wants to beat that, we need to do 6 more skips.
I mean, we gotta start double skipping uncommon tag. That's not a bad skip. Well, we already have the best uncommon, but maybe we get to Seltzer. Doesn't
Throwback's gonna be gone.
you just have to double skip. We're in too deep, Bear. We're in too deep. Now we're just gonna be dying to blinds. Hate to see it.
Yeah.
It's about the bonus stars exactly for Bear. Gonna lose points by not double skipping there.
Bonus
The
stars.
skip off bonus star, or the throwback bonus star. Hey, that's
should
2
we get
points right
bonus
there.
stars in Major League Balatro. Add to your season's points based on certain
Yep.
objective that Zato
Most we just used. Most skip offs is a secret star. Wow, Doc is getting so much money from these lucky cards. Plus
Holy crap.
40 from that high card.
So how is Bear living here?
Don't worry about it. Vagabond gives a sun card.
Yeah.
We're playing the high card and expecting this flush to win?
I think that's more than
Oh, and we're
questionable.
blocking Vagabond value here. You definitely want to use this tower to get that driver's license online, but decides to sell it.
Yeah, it's at 10 right now. We can maybe get it out. Get it online depending on what we get by
Temperance,
the end
there's
of the
a 4, so you can throw this lovers down.
line.
That flush scored 1800, by the way, and the score to beat is 25,000.
Yeah, we're
And we're about to
away from
drop.
that.
Okay, if we're dropping this 4, then Bear's 100% dead here.
I think
Yep.
You need like a diamond flush with 2
What?
fours in it,
What's the
at
plan,
least.
Bear? What's the plan? What are we doing? Flushes? No, another 2,000 point flush might do it. It might.
I mean, Bear did say that he himself wasn't sure what he was doing with his plays, so maybe that's continuing to happen here.
I mean, he looked at the 4s with the idol, and we have this lovers. But I guess if you're another one, you can still throw it down. But we haven't been digging 5, and now we're keeping the flush. I don't know.
Straight flush angle?
A 4x on a flush is not 25,000. He discarded the 4 of diamonds as well. Oh no. We're playing different games at this point. Lucky cat? Wait, this lucky cat would be so fat right now if we got it sooner.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But we know the lucky
Still
cards get
probably
disabled
worth
when we take the
taking.
cat. How it works is the cat eats the luckiness out of them, and then it doesn't proc
I
anymore.
see. Yeah, Bear is like more than
No,
dead
no,
right
don't do it, Doc. Ooh, yikes. That's not good for Doc.
now. Nah, it's correct.
Significant
correct.
blunder.
What are you gonna drop there? Is he gonna drop rebates?
Oh, Bear getting so close to the blind requirement. Scoring 4,000 there, doesn't even have enough money for a rebate.
Oh no. Oh no. And our throwback's about to be gone.
Oh, the throwback. You have to skip for the throwback, Bear. Oh, no.
Hey, we got a credit card, so we can have a little bit of money for a little bit of time. Are we going a 5th rental? We're going a 5th rental. This is the goal. We need 6 rental.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
Taking the rebate. There is a bounty, I heard, for having 6 rentals, so that's a bonus star right there. Ooh, double foil tag doesn't feel great, but Bear really does just have to skip. Driver's license almost online. 10 of diamonds hit. We still have this lovers.
I feel like I haven't been paying enough attention to Dockside here because I've just been too like, transfixed by this train wreck of a build that Bear's got going on.
I'm looking at the winner POV on the right side.
But notably, Doc did find a red seal on a face card, which is pretty nice. It's also wild, so, you know, idle ever hits jacks. We've got a crazy card right there. Only okay, I guess yeah. Both players have rebate and idle. Other than that, the builds are completely different, and it feels more different than having 2 jokers in common. But we do have those in common.
I mean, Doc definitely made the right play taking this idol. He would have lost that last life, but might have been in a better spot without it. There's just been nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. Doc's seen a lot of these shops. He has overstock, 8 rerolls this ante, and we got a cat to show for it. 1.5x though. Also, gonna have to throw lovers down to survive the blind.
I don't know if we needed that with the level 4 flush with the red seal.
2x? Yeah, I think he just did. I don't know what the
Yeah,
score was before.
okay. Yeah, me neither.
And bear skips, double foil, I just realized.
Yeah, probably not a skip for those foil tags. Probably more.
We could use some chips on bear's side.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Perhaps a rental perishable blue joker. Red seal jack to add to Doc's repertoire.
That's 2 red seal jacks on the same suit even, actually.
And there's a blueprint. So
Well,
that's not good.
that's yeah. Yeah. Turns out being up and over stock and 14 rerolls will eventually find you something.
Wouldn't you know?
Okay.
Buddy Doc's like really trying to
Alright.
figure out like how do I make this idol work and stuff, but it doesn't even matter. He
This is the
literally just
game
plays
that
Need
Doc
Level
is
Buddy.
trying on.
Oh.
This one.
Huh.
We already have a straight we could play with this guy and 2 luckies.
I've
but
got some ideas, I guess. We'll see.
I could use some of those.
Oh, okay.
Alright, let's pretend I can somehow win
Let's
this.
Try
I need to max out rebate
this,
during the round.
And I think we might be able to get away with one of those.
Hey, there's 2 10 of diamonds now. The
I think we're
lovers.
still better
Oh, no
looking for a
vagabond.
flush with
Oh
a
wait,
wild
GG.
than,
We
like,
sold
a four of a
vagabond.
kind with 2 10s
Oh.
that go off. So we're actually gonna drop this guy.
And we're
It's a
dropping
start.
the 10 of diamonds. We're playing a heart flush. We're playing a
are there
heart
other-
flush.
There's another lucky 3, so let's discard a little more.
Oh, bear.
I feel like
why?
Bear just keeps keeping hearts. Like we had the lusty
I know.
earlier at the beginning of the game.
I
and
don't
we're
get
just
it. I
like-
don't get it. We don't try to understand Bear this game. He's levels above. He beat Doc.
Right.
You
Okay,
can't
I'm
you
gonna try a
can't
little harder to get
argue
there.
with the guy.
Yeah. And he said himself, like again, he said himself, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Alright,
Bear
so I think
knows
the
better
next
than
move
Bear.
is we hit him with one of those.
Exactly. Just following the script
Can't
best
even
he
try to
can.
keep this here, probably.
I don't think Bear beats 60k. No shot he does actually.
I mean, that's higher than the blinds, right? Like by 2 times, and
God,
Bear
my
wasn't
game's
even
about to
close to
freeze.
surviving those. So
I don't have anywhere close to this. We could draw a straight flush here.
and I don't
Oh,
even
the
think Doc's
strush. Holy.
Okay, okay.
The 10 of
Get
diamonds.
it, son.
I think this has to go, in case I somehow won, which is impossible.
Triple lucky procs and we might lose by a little bit less.
Alright, I'm sending the best I have.
Okay. Oh. Wait. Wait, you're on one life? What the heck? When did that happen?
Oh yeah, I lost to a blind earlier.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
I took what I would call
Ah.
some exotic lines this game.
I see. How
a
much
word
was
for
the
it.
That's
throwback?
about
I
right.
see you got the throwback.
I think 2.25 at the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you did take the dusk. I was thinking dusk, maybe not, and then idol shows up and it was a little bit spooky.
It is spooky, but like, it was feeling bad the lack of money, and then Vagabond showed up. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
I
yeah.
can make this work for a little bit, and then like skip afterwards, but nothing was working.
Vagabond is rough when you have multiple rentals. Because if you end the round without any money, then you go like negative
But
$9 or
Duck's
whatever.
forgetting the
Yeah.
synergy because
It can
it's
be
real
tough.
easy
I
to
was
get
getting,
vagabond
like,
value when you're in
out
debt.
of the rounds with a temperance most of the time.
Yep. You could easily get
Oh
the
yeah,
vagabond.
yeah.
out.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And usually
that
get
smooths
nothing
it
else.
Yeah, so it was. Not a complete disaster.
Yeah, I guess. So you didn't get the chat and you didn't get the photograph, and so then it's less stable.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, my scoring was like lucky cards and idle mult on the end of it.
Oh yeah. I
So it
also
was
had
pretty rough.
somewhat of a dependency on the lucky cards. Well,
Okay, well, it was a match to remember.
good match.
That's
All
true.
right.
It
Good
was
job. All right.
We get to play again
Whole
sometime in the
set was
future.
really interesting.
Yes. Look forward to seeing you in the playoffs.
You too.
All right.
All
Take
right.
care, my
Well, have a
friend.
good one.
All right.
That's it.
That's it. All right.
Yep.
What a set. I mean,
GG. Yeah. What a
Doc
set.
losing 2 games in a row to just not doing math, easily in a position
Yeah.
to win. Bears, whatever that game 3 was, that was something. For sure.
This feels like some of the I don't know. It's yeah. Very interesting set. Very interesting set. I feel like a lot of I don't know. I feel like a lot of players, at least from what I've seen, just not playing their best games this week, and I am one of the examples of that. I I feel like I don't know, something's in the air, I guess, but also some really fascinating games this week. So
Some good watchers for sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, fun cast. You staying live?
no, I'm gonna be done there. You?
I am not. But see you next time.
What about you? Are you staying live or?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Who? Any idea who we should raid? Should we raid someone together?
I see Vagabonds coaching Scooty right now.
Okay, we could do that. Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Peace out.
See ya.
What a watch. I don't know what I watched, but it was an enjoyable one. I couldn't tell you what just happened. That's fun though. Raffle Nito was a good watch. And Doc loses a match. I think maybe playing a bit more lazy than he would if he wasn't in first, but yeah. Those were some games of Balatro for sure. Alright, I'm gonna flip a coin. We're gonna raid Vagabond or Mark. Vagabond is heads. Mark and Robbie are tails. Coin says heads, we raid Vagabond.